wearing right now.
It says live. Well, this was an old broadcast. Hold
All right,
on.
we're live.
That's how old I am. Okay, let's
Two-
see.
Two epic streaming. I have, hey, Panchia. I had forgot to push to talk, so I'm talking on the stream. I just came in from mowing the lawn, so I'm not dressed up. But for Val-Con, I got dressed up in my Viking tunic, and I had my Viking hat and everything. And then for the second day, I had my, like, Oldsburg ship, which is one of the burial mound ships. I went to go see when I was in Norway 2 years ago. And they're rebuilding the museum, so I couldn't get in, but I got the t-shirt.
Nice.
Yeah. Fun time.
Let's see. I'm making some little notes here on my end. Let's see. I am trying to see who is live and who is not. Could you guys put your Twitch links in the general chat page for us that can quickly just go copy and paste them? If you don't mind.
Okay,
I want to make sure that... Okay.
Opal is
Okay.
still here. I'm gonna
Hi
be
there.
I'm gonna be
Okay.
AFK for a moment.
I see your face. I see your face. Hi.
When I see your
Whose stream are you watching?
face.
I'm a believer.
Mythic, is that you, Historical Anomaly?
No, it's
Oh,
Helga.
no, it's not
That's
me.
me.
Okay, who is that? Helga?
Helga, yes.
Oh,
Helga.
Helga. Hello. I don't have my camera because I have my bed head, but you know what? I don't really care, so I guess I can...
That's why I put on my hat.
Yeah. Lawn mowing head.
I did get deer antler and ear ornaments for my headset, so you know.
Nice.
There's that. It might overshadow all the other problems, which, you know, I can fix, I think, right now. So not a big deal. Sorry, I am working on a few little technical things in the background here, so I've stopped building. But I am here, people. I'm here. Maybe I should have gone and sat on my throne.
All right, I think we're good to go. Who are we starting with? Everyone done building, or do they have a couple more minutes, Gatoth? Or oh no, he stepped away. Helga, do you know where we're at? Guess not. All right, I'm going to put the stream on just a brief break while everyone finishes up building, and maybe by the time I get back, Gatoth will be back, and we can start judging. Be right back, guys.
but
Hmm,
we'll see.
I got that.
All right, is everyone back and ready?
I'm not able to log on. The only mod I have on this profile is the build hammer.
Infinite-
Build camera custom hammers edition by Azimuth.
I know what it is. There's 10 of us on the server right now.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay.
Well, no, so one of us is gonna have to pop out. I'm happy to well, I'm a judge. Why don't we do this? Why don't we operate in shifts and like maybe right now I can keep my stream open. Well, I can't if I'm leaving. I was gonna say maybe one of us could.
Yeah.
I can go. I mean, I can go into my own world and build as I talk about this one and watch it from one of your other streams. And
I would
we can
rather
kinda take-
have the judges walk through each build.
Okay. Yeah.
I would think maybe if you're not presenting your build, you could log out. That way the people who built what we're looking at can kind of walk us through. And then once you're
I
done
don't
giving
think-
us the walkthrough, then the next group can
They're
log
not. They're not done
Yeah.
building yet, though.
We're not done building.
Yeah,
I'm
for another
logging in
hour,
to
right?
Finish. Right. I need to log in and finish our build.
Okay.
So one of
I
us-
can log out.
Yeah, then the judges can log out until judging
will.
phase.
Okay.
Okay.
That is not a problem.
I mean,
Let
one,
me know when I can hop in.
we'll have enough room for, I think, one judge.
I am out. I am
so-
out for now.
All right.
So I'll hop out. But I'm going to stay in. I am just going to... let's see. Hello, computer screen. Let's go back. I'm going to...
So let me turn on the
Yes.
timer here. Well, I'll wait for
All
5
right,
more
now.
minutes.
Okay. Stream. Sorry about this. We'll be popping in and out of this stream throughout the day, so I may just pop out and let Bjorno. Are you going? You're already streaming. Is that correct?
Yep, we're live at
All right.
More Gaming Team, all one word.
Okay. So why don't I end my stream and everybody we can head back over. Let me go ahead and give you a shout out. So are you on YouTube or Twitch?
I'm on Twitch.
You're on Twitch. Let me open up that page. And it is called what?
More Gaming Team, all one word.
Our gaming team. Got you. All right. So I am going to go ahead and put a shout out in my community to you. And everybody please follow Bjorno. Definitely worth a follow. I don't know how often you stream on Twitch. I'm imagining often.
Yeah, almost every weekend we're live.
Okay. I
Thank
got
you, Pangea.
Yeah. Yep.
Hello.
Let's go ahead and get everybody following our friend here, Bjorno. And everybody else, too. Let me go ahead and pop a shout out to everybody else. Following is free, people. And with the content some of these guys put out on YouTube as well, that is an enormous feat. I don't think people understand unless you try to make videos. I tried to make my first video yesterday, and I gave it about 45 minutes, and I was like, I got a banner up. That was about it, and like a fade in, and that was my first experience. And what do they say? For every 10 minutes, a content creator spends making a video, or for every 10 minutes you view, they've spent like an hour in the background making the video. Is that about right?
Yeah, that sounds about
I've
right.
heard
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Great show before.
So, it's some of the videos that you guys make. It's amazing. I mean, I can't even get Fly Smooth to work. Well, probably because I'm not used to working on mouse and keyboard.
I can tell you one thing. My first videos I ever made were dog shit. So, unfortunately,
Right?
I spent 3 years just doing it and doing it and doing it, and eventually you just improve.
Yep.
So you got to start from the bottom, and even if you're terrible at it, then you just got to keep doing it, and not give up.
Yeah, that's anything. That's like that didactic skill, I think, that we all, it's like algebra, kids. You just got to practice. It's just like
Algebra
anything
is easy.
It is.
Art is not.
There's multiple ways of coming to solutions. It's not easy for everybody.
Speaking of solutions, I'm going to briefly go over the rules for the event, just so anyone who's just now popping into the stream, they know what they're watching. So this is what we call vanilla only build competition, meaning that the build itself is all vanilla materials. We do that because we blueprint these builds, and these builds are often placed in worlds, and my dog is barking at the door. But yeah, they get 2 hours to build a vanilla build. Those builds are typically blueprinted and put on worlds. And then, there's a couple things we want to kind of look over as we go to judge these builds, and that's the rules, the do's and don'ts of the event. 120 minutes, 2 hours. We bumped that up to a 24-hour event. So this actually started yesterday at about an hour earlier than what we are now. We went over the vanilla build pieces. There are teams of 2. The participants pick a plot. They wait for the start. Gatoth did an excellent job getting the event started. They get breaks more than that 1 hour because this is a 24-hour event and we're not monitoring it 24 hours. You could essentially take breaks whenever you wanted. You had to sleep, do your thing. Do not interfere in another's build. These are things you don't want to do. Don't take from other people's stockpiles. So someone has like a chest with items in it. Don't take their stuff. If you need something, just ask. Usually people are pretty helpful around here. Don't break the roads or the repair stations. And of course, remember to have fun. That's essentially the event in a nutshell. So they had 24 hours to build something vanilla. And then the judges will, all 3 of them, will take a look at them and judge who has the best vanilla build today. That's pretty much it.
How do we get to the build site, y'all?
I'm pretty sure there's a portal at spawn, right, Gatoth?
Yeah, I went through the build comp portal and it put me in the mountains, but then there's nothing.
There should be a build on top of the mountains when you come out the portal that has all the event portals in it.
It's like a Swiss chalet there. When you go in, all the portals are going to be around the center.
Okay.
I believe it's on the left side when entering through the front door. And it should say like PlainsWalker build competition.
I'm going to go through the
All right.
portal so you can see where that is.
I am stuck in a portal.
I will summon Rick.
I don't see your map marker.
I am literally stuck in a portal. I went through the build comp portal and I am stuck.
Well, I can't get my shoutouts to work, but there are links in the channel to go to everybody else. So
I see you. You're just flying on the other side of the portal, which is a
See, with
problem
the
we
more gaming
have.
team.
Which a problem we have on our new Dawn server. So that tells me it's not a problem with our server.
So how do I have
Escape. Yeah, you'll do escape and then do log out,
to? Yep.
and then just log
Alright.
back in, and it should pop you right there. And I'll be there waiting when you get back.
Hey, Pocky.
Hey, how are you? Long time no talk.
Yeah, Pangea, it seems like it's an issue not just related to our server, and I was all worried that it was a mod that we were using, and it turns out it's a vanilla problem.
It was a
She's-
problem way back
yeah.
in the beginning.
We'll get Pocky back in here, and then we can watch the builders do their things and maybe ask a couple questions. Welcome, everybody. I just saw a bunch of people pop in.
And Opal is still here. I am going to be AFK for about 10 or 15 minutes while I get us some lunch. But she can holler at me
Lunch.
if you need me. But it's lunchtime, so
Gotcha.
All right, we're heading back to the event site.
Well, I have ended my stream and I stopped recording, so it's all on you now. Since you are here, I am just gonna be. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, we'll get the judges back in as approaches the end of the event, where the judges will be going over the builds. If you guys haven't already, a follow would be greatly appreciated. I know we just We just hit 200 followers not too recently. So
Hey.
yeah, keep them coming.
I'm working on that as well. I'm was just recently trying to hit 170. So
It's a slog for sure.
it is. It's a little bit of a grind, but we'll get there. Not if I can't get my my technical difficulty solved.
Wow,
I
look
just-
at this, everybody.
Let's see what you got. I am just getting a lag.
Whose build is this?
Refresh my page.
Is there a map for where the build
it's
sites
Heimdall.
are?
Oh, nice. Yeah. I recognize that. Wow, he's come a long way since yesterday.
No map, Pocky. The road pretty much goes in a circle, so you should hit all of
Okay.
them.
And if you look in the map, if you bring your map up, you can see everybody's little. Make sure everybody is visible on the map.
Yeah, I
You can
see
kind of
everybody.
go, and you should be able to fast travel by hitting control in your middle mouse if you want to just fast travel to people. Unless you did. Now, you might not have had admin during Val-Con. So
I
you
was
may
not
not
on
be
during
able-
Valcon.
You may not be able to do that. I don't know. That's going to be a
And
Bjorno
I have a
question.
I have custom key set up, so middle mouse is not
Oh,
what it
okay.
is stock.
I got you.
Heimdall.
I don't use a mouse and keyboard, so I use a mouse and a controller. Sometimes my keyboard.
Heimdall, tell me
I
something interesting about... Sorry to cut you guys off. Go ahead.
I have a 8-button mouse that is much
Damn.
more accessibly friendly and an ergonomic keyboard, so I can still feel my fingers when I play.
I moved from an Xbox, so I'm gradually getting there. But go ahead, Bjorno. Let's.
I was just going to ask Heimdall if he had prepared for this. Is this a build that you practiced before, or are you winging it? What exactly are we looking at?
I didn't practice before except for the columns on the exterior. That was just a piece that I wanted to integrate into the build. Other than that, it's all just been kind of figuring it out over the last day or so.
So this is supposed to be like your Valheim dream house, right?
Yeah, I want to make sure that it looks cool. I'm more about the aesthetics than anything, but I'm trying to make it so that it's also functional. So
It looks pretty functional to me. Got your
Yeah,
fireplace, got all your workbenches.
yeah.
Yeah. Right.
I love these little balconies.
Let's take a look around.
Oh yeah, this is really nice.
Nice. So that's where you would sing to your true love. And over here is
What's in
Romeo,
here?
Romeo.
Oh, a bedroom. Okay.
Look, you got somebody working in there.
It's very creative as well.
Super creative.
Yeah, it is. How did you get somebody working at your workbench? Who is that? Is
Paid
that you?
labor. This is my daughter.
That's you. That's you. Oh, hey, daughter. Paid labor.
Yeah.
I did not see a name over the character.
I like these swords above the fireplace.
Yeah, I wanted to. I really like that style of sword, so I was trying to figure out where to incorporate that.
So were you using that for the effect, or did you want that to be like a sword repository?
I don't know. It just looks cool.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
guess.
So for the effect. Okay. Yeah. It's really. I'm kind of curious if you like put something in front of it, like those metal grates or something, like you could enhance the lighting effect on it. I'm not sure. I've never seen anyone use them for effect before.
It's fun. It is. It's fun too. You can use them at the bottom of a well to give the, like with the key.
Hey Astrid, welcome. Appreciate the kind words.
I don't see our build. I'm must be taking a wrong turn because I see 2 empty build sites. But Ungoliant said she got on last night and built.
Is it this one over here, the Grouston one?
George. George, knock it off, buddy.
Let's see where you are.
Over here.
You okay? It's okay.
The one next to Helga's?
No, this one is... Oh, that's Helga's? Okay, I see Helga.
Wait, who are you teamed up with?
Ungoliant?
It's the one with the spider.
Head to the spider.
Ah,
It's,
okay.
I think it's to the right of Gathoth's build.
Alright.
Not
I
that
found it.
spider. No. Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay, I see, yep. Oh, I like the little center area. It reminds me of Japanese-style houses.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is
wow.
cool.
That's a nice little garden.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I like
great.
it.
Love cozy.
Yeah, it's got a place to put your weapons right on the outside. Let's go look upstairs. It's got a little bedroom down here.
It looks like she's already done the decor. That was my part.
Yeah, I mean, this looks pretty complete. It's even got signage up.
Yes.
What's that?
Welcome, everybody.
Can you go?
Hello.
Right now, we're just wrapping up the end of the build competition. People got about 50 minutes left, and then we start the judging phase. It's been going for about 24 hours.
Oh, shit.
There's baths, too. Nice. She thought of everything. The theme of the competition is Valheim Dream House. I believe that's what it is, right, Gatoth?
Yes.
Uh,
I think he has gone to get something to eat, right?
Oh, he's still getting
yeah,
some food.
there are different levels of what we are looking for in the judging today. We're basing our score on aesthetics, creativity, functionality, and then what comfort level we can determine. That's going to be a factor too. As
Right,
well.
because if you're going to be living
in the
there...
Right.
That's in the functionality.
What's that?
It's part of the functionality.
Right.
Just,
Exactly.
uh,
Exactly.
comfort. Yeah, of course. It's very important part of any house.
Yeah. Very important part of the game.
Oh, nice. I like the kitchen a lot.
Let's go. Let me see that kitchen one more time.
The little roof over it, that's such a cool idea because it keeps the smoke kind of contained in a way.
Nice. Nice.
I've never seen
That is
anyone do
great.
that.
Oh, that is cool. And that's with a nice Gralston piece, roof
Yep.
pieces too. That's cool.
Got little shelves.
It's like a Venta hood.
And I also like how she changed the flooring. Didn't she change the flooring? No, she didn't. Okay. I'm just crazy. It does look like a kitchen. Like when you're in it, like it feels like a kitchen. So
Right.
great job.
That is awesome.
Dining room with a nice big open window so a Desquito can snipe you while you're taking a bite.
you just think of all the good things. That's
Taking
my
in the
job.
sights.
We'll have 4 years of PTSD.
I got 41 years of PTSD if we're, having the PTSD contest.
Oh.
I was thinking specifically to Desquitos.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, what is this? Whoa.
Great. Odin's Raven.
There's like a stage back here.
Hang on.
What? Wow,
I'm
that
having
is
to
cool.
refresh your page ever so often. Oh wow! Wait.
What?
What?
That is
Wait,
that is
what
really
is
cool.
that? Okay, I see what they did there. I see what they did there. That is beautiful.
I've never seen anyone
Oh
do
my
that before, to be
gosh.
honest.
I
That is so
know,
cool.
that's so creative. It's like a puppet show almost.
Yeah.
How artistic is that? That's amazing. That's a first. We might have a Valheim first.
I thought there you think you've seen everything. You run an
Yeah,
event
it's all
called
the Valheim.
Val-Con and see a ton of stuff there that you haven't seen before, and you still
Right.
4
Just
years
Val-Con.
later
Yeah,
see new stuff. So that's awesome.
right. That.
I want to talk to
kudos. And
Ungoliant now. Is she not
where
in?
are we at? Whose build are we at right now?
This is
Ungoliant.
Ungoliant in Pocky's build.
Engoliant. Okay. And Pocky, you're here, but Engoliant is not. Is that correct?
That is correct, and she has done the work thus far.
Okay.
She
Yeah,
did
that's
have
not-
a plan that she shared with me early on, and I do not build. I live in Gatos' basement on the server, and always
They
have.
put you in the basement. Nobody puts Pocky in a corner.
How dare you, Gatoth?
It's been a joke since we met on another server, and it's been a joke ever since we met that I just live in his basement.
That's funny.
I'm currently at Helga's build. You're building solo, right, Helga?
Yep, I'm building solo, and I probably built too big because roofs are my bane of existence. Because I tend to build too large, and then stability issues happen. You get the speed wobbles.
Looks pretty good so far.
What is this? What is this you're building? Can you explain it a little bit for us?
So I'm taking off of a classic Roman villa style. It's kind of got like courtyard in the middle with the rain collection pond kind of thing. If you ever watch like the HBO's Rome or the Spartacus show or anything like that. And then like kitchen in the back, and then there's meeting rooms and side rooms, and then I'm gonna try to do some upstairs floors. Yeah.
You got a lot
It's
of
not in
space
the
to
middle.
fill.
Oh, I do, yes.
Is this where a
It's not in
fire's
the
gonna be?
middle.
No, so traditionally this collects rainwater that they could use for the rest of the house.
Gotcha. So you're just gonna leave it like that? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, you could use
I bet
hot
he'll fill it with
tubs.
water.
You can use hot tubs to make it look like there's water in there.
Oh, maybe. Although it does
Or
have that
swamp
one.
keys.
Which piece?
Swamp keys.
Swamp keys, the carpets,
Yeah,
combination.
you
can
can put a
even
carpet
do-
down with the swamp keys on top, and it makes it look kind of like water.
For one of the competitions that I've done previously on Kaizen's Realms, I've used troll hides. So you just basically put the troll hides on the floor, and it kind of looks like water if you get the angles right.
Oh, that's a good idea.
But you can't put an item stand. So it's
Oh
just,
yeah, that was
you know,
for
someone-
with
someone could
yeah.
explain
That's
to
the
me
all
to get
item.
it.
Item stand, all
stands,
items.
All item stands.
Ah.
That's right.
It's a
yeah.
brilliant mod, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was a tomb, personally.
So, I was under the impression that this was going on for another hour and 45 minutes. Is that correct?
Same.
Bjorno? Because you mentioned a much sooner time to wrap things up earlier than I was expecting.
Yeah, I thought it was at 2 p.m. Eastern we were wrapping it up.
We started a half an hour late yesterday, so
Yeah,
Gatos
they
said
started
we
at
were.
2:30, so I think
Gotcha.
everybody's got till about 2:30 today. And
Okay.
it is, what, 1:17 now. So,
So what, like an hour
don't
and 20
freak
minutes
out,
or so?
Helga. You still got some time to fill your space.
It's okay, I'm freaking out. I'm used to these
Like, oh
competitions.
dear God. Like,
Is
Okay.
Gatoth, is he back from eating food?
It's
not
like
yet.
I would say it's like a 15-minute drive to the nearest restaurant from where they live. So
Okay.
oh, they weren't going to make it. They were going to go take it.
Then Opal, did you maybe want to describe your build for us?
I can do that.
What are we
What
looking
you
at?
got going on?
I don't really know what to say other than it's just a house. I mean, you come in and we have the entrance, and then hold on, let me go down. Let me get off a build camera.
It's their dream house. Duh.
Yeah, but what's the style like? What was there anything that did you guys practice it at all? You guys winging it?
We're pretty much just winging it. We did a little bit of practicing, but every time we practice, what we end up building doesn't look anything like what we practiced.
Okay.
I know that your husband mentioned that, and you notice how I avoided saying that wrong name again. And he did
Gatov.
mention Gatov. Thank you, Gatov. It sounds so much better coming out of your mouth than it does mine. So, anyway, I'll let you fill in for me. So Gatov mentioned that you guys love the diverger door. So you kind of, I guess maybe did you start with that and then kind of started to go in there? Because that door is complicated for me. I don't know about anybody else, but
Yeah, he wanted to use a diverger door from the very beginning. Our main focus is usually our fireplaces, but this time we did a little bit different. We didn't have like a main big fireplace. We just have these that are in the very front with the blue lights.
yeah, that's really cool.
At first I had them with those little blue, what are they called? Hold on, let me look.
The little headlamp things, is that what you're, the wisp lamps?
The braziers.
The braziers, okay.
But then I realized because I had them all covered up with glass, we wouldn't be able to light them. So
Oh yeah.
I had to replace them with the wisp lights.
This is definitely the blue light special going on here.
Yeah, lots
Yeah.
of mood and effect on this one.
Yeah.
For sure. You'll definitely see it when you're running down the hill and off in the distance.
Right. I like a lot of light.
Yeah, I like how you blended in stone with marble. Like each and every piece, you know, it's just one stone and then marble, and then you know it keeps repeating. It gives it a nice, nice little change. And even on the floors, I've noticed you did the same. So that's cool.
Yeah, Gatoth likes to do the mixture of the stones like that.
Yeah.
I told him when I was growing up, I had the kitchen of my grandma's was black and white checkered, and I always have fondness for a black and white checkered floor.
Yeah, it definitely gives the floor some contrast. Than rather it just be all one design. It's a very good
And then
build.
thank you. And on the sides, we have the kitchen and the workshop on each side.
Did you grow up in the same area he did, Serena?
No, I grew up in Houston, Texas. He grew up in North Carolina.
Yeah. I thought we grew up in the same area.
Yeah, it's a nice little kitchen.
Thank you.
More mood lighting.
In case you wonder why I keep sitting down and standing up, is because I have my press to talk for the alt button.
Didn't even cross my mind. I think that's all the builds, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
does seem like it.
That's right.
So, if you guys aren't aware, we have 3 guest judges with us today. We have ValheimGal, Mythic, and Bvitamine. So, welcome those guys. Give them a warm welcome, Twitch. They are here to judge today's builds. I don't envy them, because all 3 of these builds look amazing.
Yeah, this isn't going to be easy, and you know I was going to prepare for that. So, but you can't really prepare. Like you know, when you're in a build competition, there's always going to be amazing builds. So it's going to be a tough one for sure.
Anything you 3 looking for specifically when you guys are looking for a Valheim mega house? Like, what makes a Valheim dream house?
Well,
Well,
for my
besides, no,
go
okay.
for it.
Go
for
on,
it.
go on.
Well,
I'll just keep
well
thinking.
personally, I like myself. I'm not like I usually don't build like in a huge scale, but I really go for detail as much as I can. So basically, creativity is for my part is usually the deciding factor when I'm looking at a build. Like what the little things you can get in there to make it like really stand out, you know, to kind of look like unique, in a sense. Like even the smallest details can sometimes change a build in such a huge way. And I really like these small little hidden features that you can like barely see unless you know spend some time on it. Because for example, last season on Kaizen, where I usually play, I've also entered a competition. I managed to snatch the first place, but for example, my build was full of these small little hidden features, and like it was so fun when people were checking it out, you know, on the sort of like the judging phase, and they were like, "Oh, I've actually never seen this. Oh, then there's like this little something over here." So I'm really looking at that as like a primary thing. But of course, you know, it's a dream house, right? So there's like obviously more things to look at, especially, you know, like if you were to live here, obviously it's gotta have some comfort and, you know, like obviously a bedroom, like stuff like that, you know, where a kitchen and everything. So, but yeah, for me, for my part, it's the little details, the creativity that goes into these builds.
A good answer.
Yeah, this is cool. Wow, you've done so much since yesterday. Like, have you slept?
I may need to step away for a minute. Someone's at the door. I'll be right back.
Okay. So, how
All right, we're back.
through gaming,
Through
but realized
Valheim.
that you were basically neighbors.
All right, I'm back.
I had already left. I had already moved away.
That's still a very weird coincidence. That's crazy.
But every time she's back in the area, we either have lunch or breakfast.
Yep.
That's so cool.
Thanks, Pangea.
And we always go to our my favorite little deli in the town where I lived.
I've always wanted to dork it up and have a meet and greet with people on this side of the United States where I am.
Where are you at?
Mostly probably includes most of you here. In Tennessee.
Oh, okay. I'm in
So-
Ohio now.
Oh,
Yeah, we
yep,
have a
nope.
member
I have a
who
friend
lives
in Ohio
Tennessee.
too. So you have what?
We have a member that lives in Tennessee. I don't remember what town, but Ahsoka lives in Tennessee. Do you remember Gatoth where he lives?
They live right by Knoxville.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds right.
Not
I
far.
remember he's about 3.5 hours from me.
He's about 10 minutes from Tail of the Dragon, if you know where that is.
And Knoxville's not far from me either. So, which puts
I
us
am
all in proximity. Except
6
you need
hours
to
from
get on a
Knoxville.
plane. Probably. I don't know about anybody here, but if it's, I don't know, over 4 hours, 5 hours, I'd rather just get on an airplane. But
Yeah.
lately, I don't know about the airplanes. You know, they're kind of
sketchy right now.
they're kind of a frightening time in the world to be on an airplane, quite honestly. Like, I'm just gonna hop in the back of a cart and ride it out in Valheim.
Hey, trains still exist.
Yep. Ooh, that would be so much fun if we could. Ooh, that would be a fun trip to take, like the Valheim train trip.
All
Just
of
go-
us get dressed up as Vikings and get on a train.
Yeah, people would love that. That would really dork it up right there. Like, start in one location. Let's go pick up so and so. Let's go pick up so and so. Spend. That would have to be well orchestrated, but that would be fun. It would definitely be fun if it was in some place like, Sweden or Norway. That would be great. Way more expensive.
Oh yeah.
We had a leaflet that came in the mail yesterday about dream vacations. I'm like, I guess our phones really are truly listening to us, because we were talking about how we just never seem to be able to afford to take a vacation, and then this flyer shows up, this packet with all of these cruises, which I would also not prefer to get on a boat, but sharks. Anyway.
Baby
Icebergs.
shark
And
is
the cruise flew.
Oh no,
Um,
no, not that one. Not the baby shark.
But all of these vacations started at like $10,000 per person, and I'm like, who in their right mind? I only know a handful of people that might be able to afford that, and one of them is not me. That's I mean, I know that inflation has happened since COVID, but that's crazy. Has that always been that way?
No,
I
it's
am
not.
solidly a road tripper.
Yeah, I don't mind road trips, but anymore. Not anymore. I used to, but not anymore.
I also live in the Rocky Mountain region, Pangea. Mountain time, best time.
Oh man, whereabouts are you without saying too much?
I mean, I can say I'm in Denver.
You're in Denver. Okay, Rocky Mountain High, baby.
Yep.
So, wow, that's beautiful. I've never been to Colorado. So,
Mountains are amazing. I came here 11 years ago, and I've never thought about leaving.
yeah, my husband loves Colorado, so he would definitely love to take a trip.
My wife is a beach girl, but I love the mountains. So.
Yeah. I'm
Well,
a
the
redhead.
good thing about
and
mountains
that-
is you can swim too. The big lakes usually are very clean up in the mountains, well regulated by the Department of Wildlife and the park rangers and all
Yeah.
that. So you can essentially swim and do all the other things you normally do on the East Coast. I mean, it's not
without
ocean.
sharks. Just saying.
Yeah, no sharks. Yeah.
Isn't the water really cold?
In the summer, it's not. It's
Not
it's
always.
not as cold as you would expect.
It's not South Carolina beach water warm, but it's not
No.
terrible.
I really like to go camping, so we'll rent a spot up in like a park like Rocky Mountain National Park or any of the other 80 parks we have here, and it's just
Right.
incredible. Once you get up in the mountains, you could see, and you're like 9,000-ish feet above sea level, so the stars look amazing. The sky has no light pollution.
That's cool.
I would love
I am
to see
waiting
that.
on my youngest son to be able to camp because right now it's not fun for anybody except maybe him.
So I'm guessing all of you are from the US, right? Like each and every one of you?
Mythic
Yes.
isn't.
Yeah, except for Mythic.
Mythic Yarn.
Mythic
Okay.
and...
Yeah, me neither.
Now, Mythic, where are you from again? Or where's
I'm
Mythic
from Cyprus.
Cyprus, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 1/6.
And what about you?
I thought you were in Europe, like, I thought you were up more Scandinavia, Mythic.
I think he said, be right back.
Nope, he's in Cyprus.
Bvitamine, where are
Oh.
you from?
I'm from Hungary, Budapest.
Hungary. Nice.
That's right.
So I am off.
Okay,
I
I'm back.
Someday I'll grow up and
Welcome
get a
back.
passport.
I think Ungoliant is presenting our build. I have to go rescue my husband or my child. I'm not sure which one needs rescuing,
Okay.
but
Yeah, you do what you need to do. We'll be here when you get back.
yeah.
Yep.
Bjorno, yeah. I am. I think this is the first time I've logged into one of our servers since I was pregnant. My kid is 2.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, it's
Welcome
been a
back.
minute.
Welcome back.
You. It's nice to be back.
It is indeed nice to have you back.
I've missed you guys so much. It's nice to have some normalcy. So
Love you, Pocky.
love you too. I will see you next time I come down. I don't know when that will be, but I will see you this year.
Yay.
Gotta love the love from the Valheim servers, man. The community is just so nice.
I'd like to think we're pretty tight-knit here.
Man. I've recently re-downloaded Call of Duty Warframe so that I could play DMZ with a friend. And I am trying my damnedest to get a mindset prepared for complete toxicity. Because nothing exists more in that game.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why we
I
like to
played-
play other games like together, because it's so like when you join, like you said, this a rando, you don't know what to expect, but the people you play Valheim with, you know what to expect.
Yep.
So why not play
sure
with
do.
them?
Right.
Excuse me, could one of you admin types come over here and give us some grade war fires so we can light some fires?
Could one of you add many types?
Admin
I love
types.
it. I love that.
On my way.
Those admin
You know-
types.
I gotta say, this admin type here, Mr. Bjorno, was a lifesaver to me during Val-Con because I am such a noob when it comes to gaming technology. And he taught me, alongside another Valconian, we'll say, that how to blueprint. Like, I learned that for the first time. And so my dumb butt goes over and they're like, can you blueprint some of your builds and stick them over here? I'm like, yeah, fine. So I'm over there doing that, and then I'm like, okay, I need to know how to put the TVs and stuff down. So, and then I get encapsulated by all of the things that I have put down, because I put down like 72 houses of the same kind and like 800 TVs, and I'm like, Bjorno? He's like, right there. He's like, oh my. Give me a second. He's like, delete, 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 delete. And 15 minutes later, I'm free. So I don't know what I did to do that, but apparently I was just copying all over the place.
That whole time, like setting up Val-Con and like the weekend of Val-Con, like I've almost don't remember what all happened, because it just was
Right?
like a blur mixed with adrenaline, mixed with stress, mixed with no sleep. So
Yep.
it was
I don't think people
Yeah.
understand the stress that went into that.
Oh yeah, tell me about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was some. But it was really cool. Like at the same time, it was a lot of anticipation, a lot of excitement, and it was a lot of fun as well. And especially meeting basically almost all like at least like a lot of Valheim players and streamers and mod creators and everything. And like bringing all that together was such a huge achievement, and I'm so proud of that.
Yeah, that was the fun part for me as well, is meeting all of the content creators that I relied on to help me learn how to play this game that I've grown to love. So that was really cool.
And from a personal standpoint, we know how busy Bjorno was, because there was a lot of, you have other people on your team, figure it out. going on while he was doing stuff for Val-Con. It was like, I don't have time for this. I don't have the spoons for this. You guys put your heads together and figure it out.
I mean, that's
can't
why
fix
I make a
this.
leadership team. That's why I make a round table of people I trust, because you can only go so far alone. Like, there's no way Val-Con would have happened if it wasn't for the team. Like, it was, in and of itself, a team effort, because the amount of work that went into it. I like to think we maybe spent over 1,000 hours in prep.
It was a lot of work.
I don't know. I just, yeah. I mean, but I think collectively, maybe even more. I mean,
I mean, no, my minuscule part was I think the 7 booths that I built for you guys was probably 3 hours of work, maybe.
And I think I was a few weeks every single day and night until I literally dropped. I probably got 4 to 5 hours of sleep every night, including working full time for like 2 to 3 weeks straight doing stuff. Partly too is I had to kind of learn stuff on top of that all, but it was just so much fun.
That's great to hear, Pangea. I think everyone did as much as they humanly thought they could do. Like, with the situations that everyone was put in with their own personal lives and families, everyone really took it to the point where, they didn't cross the line, but it was pretty close. So I know there was a couple times there where Stone Prophet got in trouble. So, yeah, at the end of the day, it felt great. Like, everyone did so amazing, and the stream was amazing. It'd be even better.
It went
next
really
year.
smooth, to be honest. Like, it was so smooth, the stream and everything. Like, we had a lot of background people to work on that. Obviously, not just the moderators, but the green room coordinators and everyone. Like, they've done all they could, and I think it really showed, because it was really, really smooth. Considering, especially how big of an event it was.
Yeah.
And the kind of the idea, let's say, that formed and made Val-Con started with this build competition, believe it or not.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
That is true.
I networked through a bunch of different people, and by inviting them as guests on the build competition, just like we did today. All 3 of the guests, none of you are strangers. So, but there were times we were just inviting new people, just to meet them and invite them to the build competition to judge. And along the way, we would kind of interview them, like, uncasually, like, just kind of ask them questions to get to know them. And I met so many people, it was easy to bring, a dozen of them together and be like, hey, let's do this. And of course, along the way, met Bvitamine, and that's kind of how it all started.
Yeah.
Of course, the idea of it being an online convention and all that stuff, and how it actually came was more than just that. It was a team of people that fleshed it out, to say.
Yeah, I think it was in the very beginning. It was you, Helga, and myself. I think it was just the 3 of us, wasn't it? And Speed, I think, maybe.
I mean, I told Helga, like, because me and him were talking, and he was like, why don't we just do a Valheim convention? And then that's when the light bulb went off, and I reached out to you.
Yeah.
But at first, when me and you made that Discord, and it was just me and you sitting in there, and I was talking to Helga about it, like, I feel like some people, like, and I think even, let me know if I'm wrong, Helga, some people were like, yeah, that's cool and everything, but is it really going to happen? Like, it was such a Herculean task.
My comment was, I'm surprised that nobody has done this yet already. Yeah. And then Bjorno was like, yeah, wait a second. And then he, like, came back and he's like, no, nobody has done this. And then it was just a question of why not.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, pretty much. Challenge
I mean, as I understand it, the idea had been batted around. You guys just did something with it. So.
Well, yeah,
it was also.
It existed.
Yeah,
sorry,
but for example, like, I think a huge push, especially for me, was also that Hunger Games event that we did.
Yep.
So basically, that was an idea that I think kind of was the first, because we strung together a few content creators for that. And that's at least from my part, that was the first thing that really like brought these people together, and it was a lot of fun. It was very well received as well. So when Bjorno reached out to me like, hey, I have an idea, and I was like, and then he told me about it, and I was like,
Do you remember what I said?
Actually, well, I think it was something along the lines of, hey, Beavid, what would you say about a thing that would change the fabric of Valheim forever? Like something about that.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
And it
I was
did.
like, yeah, for sure. It did start something, for sure. And, we're definitely planning to continue and make it even better for this year. And obviously we have a lot more plans along the way. But yeah, I just remember like the first time it came to me about the whole thing, I was like instantly, yeah, let's do this, mate. Like we can do this, and we did.
I mean, there was a couple times along the way that I was like, oh, that's a big speed bump.
Yeah,
it hurts.
Yeah.
And there was a couple times I thought it felt like no matter how much work we put into it, it just never felt like we did enough.
I know.
Yeah, but then it turns out that you did so much that we didn't even have time for what we had planned.
Well, and as a participant, I will say that, I expected there to be bumps and bugs and things to happen. And during the build competition, things had to be rebuilt, but we got through things and extra time was given, et cetera, et cetera. So kudos to the team for being able to recover from those things.
Well, we experienced those things doing the same build competition at our group. We experienced times where we had technical issues, and like we know what to do. You pause the event, you try to get the event back up, and then you give people however much time they lost back, and you go from there.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't go 100% like we wanted it to, but we finished the event, and someone won that event.
Well, wasn't part of it due to the fact that whoever we were getting these servers from just decided to reset the damn server right in the middle of what we were doing?
Yeah, that's what happened. Server got rebooted again.
Hours or days before, right? Wasn't it like 24 hours before we lost the server? Something like that.
Yeah, there was a ton of issues with the server sponsor. I talked with him, and in order to maintain that relationship, there was a couple of things that we needed to just tweaked a little bit. Certain things we didn't want the servers to go down in the middle of the event, and we really should have had somebody on call, because at one point we had like 500 people in Discord at one point trying to get in, so they were getting tons of traffic, so someone should have been watching those servers. So it's just little things that will improve next year.
Yep, and you got it. You got that before showtime. So
I have a quick question for any of the judges that might have walked through our build over here. Did y'all have any questions about the build? I know Opal's not very talkative and kind of shy. So.
Well, she did a great job explaining the build and what the preparations were behind it. So I think we're pretty good there, unless you want to, there's anything you want to add. Gatoth, is there anything you want to add about your build?
She did 90% of the interior decorating, and she is awesome.
What about the inspiration for your build? What were you going for?
I felt like it was kind of a place where we could live. We could have a few close friends over. We've had our dinner downstairs here, and now it's time to just go hang out on the roof and maybe do a little hot tubbing and just enjoy the view and each other's company.
Cool.
It almost feels like a Valheim apartment.
It does. Like this is a communal, like a communal area.
Yep.
Like the clubhouse of the apartment community.
This community is so important to both Opal and I because this is the very first open world survival game that either of us played. And we've met wonderful people like ValheimGal. I didn't know you before yesterday?
All right.
And I just reached
We're not too far away from each other.
I just reached out and went, "Hey, I'm doing a thing. You want to be a judge?" And she was like, "Oh, hell yeah."
Right. Right. Sure thing. Gotcha. Be there tomorrow.
Especially since it's a game we all enjoy, and I'd have to even say maybe some of us love this game. Like some
That would be a
people,
far stretch.
some people, they don't hesitate when you ask them like what game does it for you, and a good chunk of people here say that's Valheim, and still do 4 years later.
Yep, I have recently tried to. It's not like it's the only game I'm going to play, right? But I seriously and wholeheartedly do try to play other games, but I always come back to Valheim. I mean, I did it with PAX Day. They're sitting on a product that's just not quite there. They've got a really hidden gem that they could really do a lot with, but they haven't. Came back to Valheim. Enshrouded, a lot of overcomplicated building mechanics. Came back to Valheim.
Yeah, we have an Enshrouded server, but I feel like sometimes like we'll play something and then, like you said, we'll eventually come back to Valheim, and that's the great thing about this game is I have almost 3,000 hours in it, and I still come back to it. And bless you.
Right?
Hey, just excuse me for just a second, guys. Opal is still here. I have to go get our son from work. I should be back about 2:20 Eastern.
Yeah, that's like 10
All
minutes
right.
before judging, right?
Yep.
All right.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Could I get some materials spawned in, like wood and some trophies and stuff?
Yep.
Now, if you want to log out of the server until you get back, that'll give me time to come in and take a peek around. Is he going to stay in the server?
If not, I can kick him.
Okay.
I think you can because we're at 8 people currently. So
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Were you guys asking me to log out or?
Yeah.
Yeah, and log back in when you come back in. Since you're going to be kind of AFK for a while, that'll give me an opportunity to come in and check things out first person.
Only because it's you.
Aw, thanks.
All right, I'll be back.
All right.
Let me log out.
I just saw Ungoliant log
A
in.
bunch of wood and some trophies. A couple wolf trophies. Some
I
deer
definitely come help
trophies.
spawn in some things for people too.
What trophies?
2 wolf, 2 deer, and a troll.
Trophy wolf.
And then just a bunch of veggies and stuff.
Here's your trolls.
Okay.
How many wolf trophies do you need?
Just a couple.
That be enough?
Yep.
All right. Let me know if you need anything else.
A couple of, well, just some veggies. If I could get that.
Like what, turnips and carrots? Or
Turnips, carrots, onions. Yep.
The whole lot.
The whole lot.
He needs a container of vegetables, please.
Yep.
there's some turnips and carrots.
Thank you.
I'm guessing you're going to be putting food on the tables?
Yep. Oops.
Need anything else? Any meals?
I think we can make all the meals.
Wow, you are really doing it.
Oh, you're going to craft them all. Okay.
Wow. Okay, that's more impressive. See, I would have just asked for it.
Yeah, and we can do that. It's even more impressive when you're walking through and they're explaining their build to the judge that they crafted all those items. So.
Right. I think that speaks volumes because it's it's a time limited event. So the fact that you're taking time to do that, which I mean, it takes less time now with updates than it used to, but still, hats off to you, my friend.
Thank you.
I love that the second floor doesn't feel like an afterthought. You guys have put a lot of work into decorating the second floor just as much as the first floor. And it can
Yeah,
feel that
the-
way sometimes in build comps.
The bunk beds are amazing. Are they functioning bunk beds? Or do you wake up and have to destroy the bed above you?
I hope not.
I
have a
think
question.
you do. Go ahead, Mythic.
Do we view those builds as more of a survival-based type of thing, or is it just dream home as, you know, in real life kind of?
Well, it's like we explained before. Like,
of the
what
above,
is
I
a
think.
dream home? Like, in Valheim, it's a place you sleep. It's a place you
Valheim.
eat. It's a place you rest. So that's why we have the functionality category. Does it function as a home? Like, you can't live in a place where you can't do those things, especially
as
in
a vanilla
Valheim.
base with all the crafting stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
So
Just
right,
wanted to
so
make
you
sure.
shoot.
live
I didn't know-
and work.
Didn't know we needed to do crafting. I thought that part of the
Yeah.
dream wasn't necessary.
That's a nightmare.
So we're going to be checking crafting station levels as well.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah.
you guys can build whatever you want. So
I'm toast.
throw down the workbenches. No, there's no way you're toast. You weren't here when we walked through your build. People, like, we stood at that little stage for like a good 5 minutes.
Oh, you like my stage?
Yes, it is super
Sorry, I had
impressive.
to go
Oh
tend to my daughter.
gosh. It's I mean, I'm floored by that. That was so
Great.
creative. Yep.
Thank you.
Wow. So cool.
Does that make up for the fact that I haven't finished half of my walls?
It does. It definitely makes up for it.
Yeah, I think on Twitch someone said did they never wait, how was it? I want to find it. Oh yeah, it was Conshonery that said I've never seen someone make a painting with garlands. That's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an entire stage, like a set stage. It looks like it would be for like an old-timey puppet show or like a marionette almost type show. So cool.
There aren't a lot of things that look like instruments to put minstrel stuff in, but I think the sap extractor sort of looks a bit like a some sort of bagpipe or pipe thing. So I might put a sap extractor there for that. But there's not a lot that looks like instruments going through the weapons and what's available.
So I'm looking at it now for a second time, and I'm seeing things I didn't notice in the first walkthrough. The way you have the blue jute above the green, what are those called?
The rugs. We'll just call
No,
them
they're on the
rugs.
wall. The green,
Oh, the garland.
the garland.
Christmas
Yeah,
tree.
The
garland.
way you
garland.
have them space makes it look like that there's a picture there with grass and mountains with a
There
blue
is.
sky.
That's the
That's
backdrop
intentional,
of
I
the
think,
play.
isn't
No,
it?
that's actually a dark black sky at night, and that's the sea beyond with a whole bunch of ships coming out, basically on the sea. That's
Oh, that's the sea.
tossing sea. That was my idea, and this is the
Oh.
mountains, and then we're in the woods in
Oh.
front of it, and the play is about like this those wood bits.
So the
It's
wooden
either
part of the blue jute are ships, essentially.
are either ships or trees. I haven't decided whether it's a flood, but I guess it's up to the actors of the play to decide.
Wow.
There's also
Okay.
some in the mountains.
It
the
doubles
green
up
mountains.
as a flood.
Yeah, from my perspective, it looks like grass with buildings.
Yeah, I thought it was
In
mountains and sky.
in the plains of the building and the grass with mountains behind it, and then the
There's
clouded
a-
sky behind it. Lots of
there's a-
things you could get here.
That's the great thing
There's a
about looking at
part
paintings is different people interpret the
Right.
painting differently.
There's like three tiny pieces of wood from the jutes. They look like a house. They form a house, like in the middle.
I mean, could be castles.
bigger
I don't
house.
know.
It could be. It's bigger than the others.
That's what she said.
On point.
Ah, walked right into that one.
You set me up for it.
AFK chair. If you're going AFK, you go sit in the corner.
Oh, that was moat keeping in case Pocky came by to help. And I was here and not responding.
But
That's
nobody's
it.
supposed to put Pocky in the corner.
No one puts Pocky there. I was going to put me in the corner. But this area, if I have the bathroom upstairs is right above, so we should get the max comfort from the hot tub above it. Theoretically, if there's wood in it. So yeah, so should get a high comfort if everything's powered up.
For some reason, I'm not getting any comfort.
That's because the brazier is turned off.
And I can only refuel it by destroying it and rebuilding it. So let me do that.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter much right now, but
Yeah,
it will
just-
matter in about, what, 40 minutes? 30
Should
minutes.
we just have a bunch of coal and resin in our pockets so we can refill it as we go? You know, for the judging phase?
I can bring it.
Be helpful.
See.
Every build has something I really enjoy about it. With Heimdall's, it's the balconies in the bedrooms on the second floor. The way each room kind of has a balcony off to the side or in the middle. And with Ungoliant, the build over here, I really enjoy the stage part with Ungoliant and Pocky's build. And with Helga, I really enjoy the vaulted ceilings. And with Gatos, I really enjoyed the lighting and the effects. So each build has something that is going for it. Do the judges have anything that sticks out to them regarding any of the three builds?
I personally, I'm not gonna spoil what I have in mind for each and every
Okay.
one of them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Same.
Yeah.
But I do have preferences, like as you know, I've mentioned before, the little things that I've noticed already. So
Right.
definitely.
I think being a cozy builder, I'm all about the preferential to the little things as well. But it's just because I notice the little things.
Yeah, I also have an eye for them.
Yeah.
Being one of those builders that does those. So,
Right? I am trying to find a container here that I can put some. Would you like me to put you a barrel down or something so that I can
will
put you
one
some?
down here. I was
Okay.
about to put one down.
Okay, because I'm happy to do it. Okay, let me put you some.
Hey,
I didn't
sorry,
realize you
I
needed crafting
don't
space.
want to interrupt you, but it's me, Astrid, and I'm just on my way to help Helga with his decorations, because I
Woo woo!
mentioned
oh, nice.
he's alone
Hi.
and watched the stream, and I'm on the way.
Thank you.
Look at that.
Hey,
That's
Astrid.
freaking all mixed warm and fuzzy in the inside.
I'm on my way to everybody's booths or builds. Sorry, to drop off you some resin, wood, and charcoal.
Can I get some Surtling trophies, some serving platters, and some wraith trophies from another world?
I'm coming to you. I can spawn them in.
Okay, yeah. I definitely need those three at least, especially the serving trays.
All right, let me get you them.
Vitamin, I'm going to put you down a barrel over by your workstation with some goodies in it.
Oh, that's great. I was just doing something.
How long has it been since we've had so many people
Oh, okay,
in one
thanks.
Discord?
Uh-huh.
So we had 7 people the other day. So for another Valheim stream. So how many people we got in voice right now?
9, 10, 11.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, it's been a minute since we've had more than 10. Thank you, everybody, for coming. It's greatly appreciated. Now, if I can just remember what the prefab ID is for the serving tray. Do you remember, Mythic?
Feaster.
I've never,
Oh, it's Feaster. Yeah, Feaster.
Mr. Feaster.
Is there anything everybody needs commonly that you would like me to bring as I visit you? Just let me know, because I'm on my way to...
Bring popcorn.
Popcorn? All right.
Feasters.
There they are. They're right there on the ground. What else
Okay.
did you need?
Wraith trophy, so I can have some cloths hung up by the bathroom, and certling cores so I can get some cores out for.
There you go.
Go back.
Yeah.
There's 2 feasters for you.
Thank you.
It's a level 5.
Is that enough, Ungoliant?
It's a level 1.
Should be. I don't know if, yeah. Let's see. Let me actually finish my building.
Bvitamine, I'm coming to you with a feaster.
You guys do have 26 minutes left. So, just a heads up.
Yeah, I've had to deal with, taking care of family and doing other things, so I haven't been able to put in as many hours as I would like. And it's pathetic. I could have a 24-hour build comp and still not finish it.
I've seen it for a second.
I mean, you all have done as much as you can.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
You need more than 1 for anyone else helping you.
No, this is just a fun build thing, right?
Okay. Okay.
Balron, thanks for the follow, dude.
Cheers.
Following's free.
Which reminds me, maybe the next event we do will be Balron themed, and we'll use all Balron's mods.
That's so fun.
Oh, yeah.
I would like
He
to
has
play with that.
He has an actual mod pack that I played with recently, and it makes the game a completely different game. I mean, you have to build different trophies and items just to spawn all the bosses. There's different items out in the world. There's different NPCs out in the world. There's just it's crazy. It's and there's sharks, and I'm terrified of sharks. I had to stop there when I was going through like the list of foods. I'm like, oh, shark something. Wait, shark something. Wait, sharks.
Yeah, blue shark, I think it is.
I'm like,
Yep,
I can't.
the lovely blob
It's
guy.
I almost
Sure.
peed a little when I saw that. I was I do not like sharks.
Yeah, Balron's mods are the backbone of our new Valheim server, so
Gosh.
it essentially
it's
changes everything.
amazing.
And
Yeah.
there's more to come.
Stay tuned.
Dun, dun, dun.
On the next
right
episode of Balron Ball Z.
Oh yeah. You're amazing. You're amazing.
you.
I did not know you were here. Holy heck.
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah.
He
I
wouldn't
don't know
miss
how
a
you do
Valheim
it,
event.
but I was like, I'm gonna solo this. All these things are so cool, and I downloaded it's an entire mod pack, and I think it was like 20 something mods in
The
entirety.
mod pack isn't really mine. It was made by some auto Polish guy that used all my mods plus some quality of life mods. He just
Yeah.
made some stuff up. I do plan on having my own mod pack when I finish the last 2 extensions, pretty much. They are now work in progress. The alpha version is pretty much ready. Probably soon I'll be opening up beta testing for 2 more extensions.
Well,
That's cool.
it was amazing. Let's see. Bev the Builder.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see. Who is Bev the Builder?
That's
Let's
Opal.
see. Dun, 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 dun. Opal. Bev the Builder. I'm having to make little notes because I'm old. And yes, I use a pen and paper. I'm in your workshop. And I was going to leave you some materials. Where would you like me to put them? And they don't have to be here. They can be anywhere you need them to be.
In the chest is fine.
Okay. I didn't see a chest in here. But I
Let me
can
come
put you,
check. I thought I put some checks.
I can put you a barrel down if you'd like.
That'll work.
Okay. I didn't want to add anything that you didn't want in here. So I'm going to put a little barrel. I'll put it right over here in the corner. Boop. There you go. Okay, I'm going to leave you a feaster. If you don't already have one. And I'm going
I
to
have one. Is that the little platter thing that you make the
Yes.
feast? Yeah, I have one.
Okay. And does Gatoth have one?
No, he doesn't have one.
Well, now he does.
I'm back.
Welcome back,
Okay.
Mythic.
Mythic wasn't here to correct my pronunciation.
He wasn't.
Oh,
It's
damn
like
it, I
if
missed
a
it.
tree falls in the forest, is anyone here?
I know, right? Did anybody catch that? Did I do okay?
No one
Gatoth?
said anything.
Gatoth.
Damn it!
Why is it so hard?
I don't know. Let me make a pronunciation, Keith. Jesus. It's not like gay. It's like gah.
I just call him old man.
Old man Gat.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna put you some wood here.
That's what he said.
I was waiting for somebody to say something. We have a lot of dirty minds here.
It's my job. It's my job.
Sweet. Did you also grow up with brothers like I did?
No, I just.
Whose building is this? Haven't
What do you
seen
mean by this?
the small one that just started being built.
Oh, this is just for fun. Don't worry about it.
Oh, that's Bvitamine. Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's a judge.
I can hold myself back. I'm sorry.
Should we
No,
should we
it's
build
not-
something to should we build something should we have been building something together just for fun? That would have
Actually,
been great.
That would have been cool.
I mean, it's not the first time.
Man,
We've had
we so
judges do
can.
that on several events.
We have 15 minutes, you guys. Let's show
Yep.
it up.
Yeah.
Can I log in? Is there enough space?
Well,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No,
I
there's
see
10,
7.
I think.
But is everybody showing on the map? Is everybody making sure they're visible to other players? I see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I see
Active
7
peer says
people.
10 in F2.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, it does.
I mean, that's a good problem to have.
Yeah. I'm just not seeing everybody on the map. Oh,
I would
me,
love to log
8.
in, but somebody needs to fix some mods.
I
You
mean, you
know,
could sit and
since
enjoy
you're-
it at least to the end, right?
Since you're here, Balrond, I wanted to pose a question to you. Can you make overalls that say PlainsWalkers on the back of them for the next build competition? This was just a uniform I thought would be fun.
A uniform. So you want an armor set for the PlainsWalkers?
I think that would be funny.
Well, I already implemented a mod for this type of a content on the new Dawn
Oh,
server.
nice. Okay.
5
It
steps
does-
ahead.
Yeah, it-
I don't use. Oh, I'm just kind of getting into the mod world, so.
I mean, I did because Gat had asked, I made a quest item for him, and this was implemented through the PlainsWalkers content that I create slowly. But for more works and everything, there's still, like, let's say, a big to-do list, mostly of my own mods. So hopefully I'll have a moment there to add something else. For now, I'm managing the new Dawn server for it to run.
And the work you've done on that server has just been absolutely incredible. Like, to go from what it was when you first got here, where it had a lot of issues, now to it has 1 or 2 issues left, and that's it. So,
Helga, do you
you've
need
done an
me to
amazing
spawn
job.
you anything?
I think I'm okay.
And when it comes
Okay.
to uniforms, I mean, it's
Um,
more about
check with
Bjorno's
Aspen.
idea. Let him
Right.
deliver the materials for me, like how he wanted to look like, and we probably will be able to strike a deal and get it somewhere on my to-do list.
It was kind of a joke I had earlier, so I was like, I wonder if that's even possible.
Oh, that's definitely possible. I've already been doing commissions for different servers, creating their own custom content, including some armors, mostly cloaks and shields, because they always wanted their own clan.
Got you some things in there. Oh, Bjorno. I put you some coal, resin, and wood in your... one of the barrels in your chest room, Helga.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I like your storage room, Helga. It feels like a
Yeah,
storage room just because you put the straw on the floor.
Yeah, I was in here. I'm like, well, I know what this is. I mean, it's nice when you go into a space and you know what that space is dedicated for. For sure.
Very large dining room. It's like
Whoa.
a banquet hall.
No kidding.
A small suggestion here: you could use some bottom container mod to actually make those tables into containers to display all the food.
No mods.
That's next level. You guys don't got a lot of time left.
No.
17 minutes.
Enough for a bedroom.
Did Gatoth ever come back?
Not yet.
I remember when I was in this build competition, well, one of them. I remember you saying the same thing. Like you guys don't have too much time left. You have like 15 minutes. I got so stressed, mate. Like I was like, oh god, 15 minutes.
Yeah, there's something about speed building that gives you almost the same rush as combat. And I think if you're getting that same adrenaline rush building, then we definitely achieved something there in competition form.
Oh, for sure. And I think I even mentioned back then that I haven't really done any speed building, like let alone competitions, before that. So I was so stressed. Oh god, but it was really cool. It was a nice competition.
I would definitely be stressed if I had not enough time for building, because I constantly destroy and rebuild some small segments.
Exactly. Same here. And I'm one of those slow builders usually, who really takes their time to figure out what they actually want to build. So, but it was a great challenge.
Yeah, I get it's too much anxiety for me. Speed building. I like slow building.
Yeah, I got
Slow building.
Make something I kind of look at, be like, damn, that's nice. Not like rushing the build.
And that's Fia. When did you pop in?
I've been here the whole time.
Oh, nice. There's so many people in chat. I can't tell who's all here.
That was a lie.
I liked Eva's week-long pirate ship one we did.
Oh god, the lag in that one. Those ships, yeah, they do a lot of resources. I think there was 10 frames.
I like the relaxation of having a week, a long-term project, a long-term competition too.
Okay.
This is just me speaking from ADHD and anxiety land here. I have trouble finishing anything, obviously, but I don't know. Maybe other people like that too.
Yeah, maybe we could do the same event in 3 different categories so that people, that want the speed build 2-hour thing, they could sign up for that one, and the people that need a week can do the other event. Just opens it up and it helps with people, have less free time over a week's time.
Olympics.
The Build Olympics. Are you watching the stream, Fia?
Stream?
Yeah.
Huh?
The stream's up. I was wondering if you've seen the builds yet. General chat. In Discord. I won't say anything regarding time, but I will have to say something here pretty soon. Don't want people to freak out. You guys will be okay. These builds all look amazing.
Just get
How many
the
minutes
Majora's
left?
Mask
Just hit it.
text. Says
Just
one
tell
day
us.
remains. It's getting
That ain't
flashing in
meant to
red.
be done, game.
Yeah.
And of course, people in Discord can also vote on their favorite build. That's kind of why I wanted to bring that up. There will be a poll for a community vote. I'll be putting that in general chat. Anyone who's here can vote. If you're building, you can't vote for yourself. That's the only thing I ask. Community vote will have an impact on the final score. What you do is you add that number of votes. So say someone gets 6 community votes, you just add 6 points onto their final score. So the community does have a say if you are in Twitch. If you go to any of our YouTube videos, our X page, there is an invite link there. You can get into the Discord and vote on what you feel was your favorite today.
Oh, could we not attach search? Oh, I need CertLink trophies, not CertLink. Oh, I do have them. Never mind. Sorry. I'm freaking out.
You have what you need?
I was confusing CertLink cores and CertLink trophies.
Yeah, the trophies are the ones that look like they're on fire.
Those go on your head.
I know your character used to wear that, didn't it, Fia?
It still does.
Nice.
I have a
Oh, you guys
question.
gave up on the little house. What's up?
Could you judge us last so so Gatot has time to get back home?
We can judge you guys last, yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Oh man, we're approaching the end here. Do you guys want a time update, or you just guys want to keep doing it? It's
How
up to
many
you guys.
seconds?
Time update.
You guys got 10
Time
minutes.
Wow.
Ah, that's okay.
So our guests today are Bvitamine, which everyone here should know who Bvitamine is. He's a member of Kaizenheim. Bvitamine, welcome back. It's nice having you as a guest judge. I know you've, like you said, you've been in a couple of these events as a participant and judged a couple as well. So it's nice to have you back.
That's right. Thank you. Hey, guys.
The next guest judge is ValheimGal. I know some of you came from her stream today. She is an awesome Valheim streamer, and I know she plays a bunch of other titles. Welcome, ValheimGal, to your first build competition with the PlainsWalkers. And-
Welcome.
Yep, I think she may have stepped away.
When do we get our?
Oh, I'm here. I'm
obligatory
sorry, I was
Bjorno
muted.
foot reveal?
Happy to be here. Thank you.
Now my brain has melted and I've forgotten what I was going to say.
You were going to introduce Mythic.
Yeah, of course. Everyone knows who Mythic is. He doesn't really
Yeah.
need an introduction. The dude's a freaking genius. Welcome, Mythic, again.
Yo, who's Mythic?
To
I've never
another
heard
build
of him.
Right?
competition.
Thanks for having me.
So the way we like to do this is we like to have 2 guest judges that are essentially external. I'm not saying that these people aren't a member of our community, because they are. They're Bvitamine is a planeswalker. But in order to avoid bias, we like to have 2 guest judges that aren't like essential part of the core group and 1 planeswalker judge. So, and by adding the community vote, it essentially makes it to where we can't mess with the results and pick who we want to win from a planeswalker's perspective. So just to explain a little bit of why we have 2 guest judges that aren't planeswalkers and 1 that is, even though, you know, Bvitamine is technically a planeswalker. But yep, that's how it works. ValheimGal, did you maybe want to briefly go over how the scoring is set up? Because I know you went over it a little bit ago.
Sure. So we are judging today on 4 different categories. So we will be looking at aesthetics, which can give you a total of maximum of 10 points. Also with creativity and the level of creativity that comes in your build. And that also carries a weight of 10 points maximum. Also, we are going to be covering functionality, which we covered a little bit, which means how your space functions. You know, Bjorno said it's your home, so it's you live in it, you work in it, you play in it. It's like what can you do in it? And that carries a weight of 10 points maximum as well. And also something we added was comfort level. What's the maximum comfort level your space can give you? Which is important when you go out into the Valheim world. You need the maximum comfort bonus. So you have
question.
a total of 47 points total. Yep.
Isn't the comfort level part of functionality?
No. I think the functionality we were looking for, and correct me if I'm wrong, was part of what you can do in the house. Not how much comfort it can provide you, but the type of things that you can do in it. Is that correct? I think
That's a very last minute thing, and my judge sheet doesn't have this.
The comfort level, yeah, that was something I was told to add. That
Interesting.
that Gatoth mentioned to me. So if that's something that you want to take out of the equation,
No, it's definitely something you guys should look at, but it doesn't necessarily need you to put a score for it. You just want to keep that in the back of your mind.
Oh, okay. So we're
scoring.
going with a level of 30 points maximum then.
Yes, and then you add the community votes on top of that. Does that make sense?
Okay. I don't know where to find those, but we can
I haven't posted the poll. The poll doesn't get posted until after the judges have completely walked through to prevent people from voting for what the judges are currently looking at. Like, we want to keep that separate.
The community votes is probably something that the lead, I guess, judge should worry about. The one
I'll
who
be
has
taking care of the poll.
Yeah. There's a different judge sheet for like the final scores after the judges give theirs.
Yep. I think we did a pretty good job explaining it. 30 points maximum. You do get bonus points for how many votes you get in the poll that I'll be posting shortly after the judges are done. I've introduced all 3 of our guest judges. And we don't have a lot of time left. 5 minutes. 5 minutes left. And then you guys have to unequip your hammers. And then it's up to the judges to determine who takes the gold here today.
Dun dun dun.
No pressure.
No pressure.
All pressure.
We're fair.
Where do we post our scores? The screenshots of our scores?
You guys can actually I'll create a group DM with you guys.
Okay.
Do they also get bonus points if they're following our channels? Kidding. Just kidding. I'm just joking.
That's funny.
That's fun.
I do my best.
You're doing a great job.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
And now
Damn it, I did it. How many hands? There's vocal hands. How many times during a build do people get their hammer stuck on their items?
So many.
25.
Gotcha. Damn it.
I'm getting Vietnam flashbacks.
Can we do a mod for that where it does not make your hammer stick to it?
Roger that.
Just stop sticking your hammer to the item stand. Easy.
I
skill
know.
issue.
I try so hard.
Try harder.
When you're messing around with item
Try
stands,
harder.
it's really hard.
I know.
You sometimes just forget that it's in your hand.
Just this second right now, I was testing a new item stand and I just done the same.
I did too.
The commentator's curse.
All right, that channel is created, so you guys can put your scores in there once you guys are done filling out your forms. It also makes it easier if you also copy and paste the final scores from your sheet below it, so I can just briefly go by. But it also helps to have the page for later when we want to get more technical into what happened.
And what is the name of this page?
It's the group DM I just created. You should have a a DM.
You're in it.
I slipped into your DMs and added 2 other guest judges.
Be right back.
Okay.
And for those who have access to the new Dawn's channel, just posted a small screenshot of a few of the upcoming new build pieces.
Ooh.
Are we going to do a little walkthrough together?
Yes.
And then maybe slip into, and I know we were going to go to general chat or another channel to discuss stuff.
Yeah, what we'll do is me and all 3 guest judges will go into a separate channel, and we'll walk through each build one at a time, and we'll bring up the builder, whoever did it, into the channel, and they'll kind of walk us through it and tell us, like, a little bit for the stream, like, just to kind of give us one more idea of what we're looking at. Sometimes they kind of can give a story. People like to give, like, a backstory to their build, and if there's ever a tie, we use that backstory as a tiebreaker.
Okay. Gotcha.
And I'm going to put a Discord invite in the Twitch so that if anyone wants to join the Discord and vote, they can just click the link. All right, I got the link.
Less than 5 minutes remain.
Yep.
The dawn of the final day approaches.
Isn't it 1 minute remaining?
That's still less than 5 minutes, technically.
Yeah, there is only 1 minute left.
I'm not in Valheim. I'm sitting on the couch watching a Dragon Child.
All right, there's the link. If you guys need to join the Discord and vote in the poll, you guys could just click the Discord link, get into the Discord. It'll be posted here shortly after the judges get done with their walkthroughs. But the time has ended, you guys. You guys need to unequip your hammers. It is 2:30 Eastern, so that ends the event for the Builders phase.
Yeah, get off the hammer now.
Do it!
All right, so before we kind of transition into the judging phase, anything any of the builders want to say about the event? How do you all feel like it went? How was our first 24-hour build competition? It is nice to gather some feedback from you guys.
I think it was great.
You did a great job ongoing it.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be back here in about 2 or 3 minutes. Me and the judges will jump up into another channel, and then we'll get the judging started. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Can we all hop into the bed so it'll be daytime?
That's a good idea.
to rise and stand. Counting out our promised land. Mountains echo tales of old. Legends in the winds were told. Chains were broken, shadows fled. Kattegat, reborn and led. Gleaming swords and shields we bear. Tales of courage, stories rare. In unity our spirits fly. Kattegat, beneath the sky. We sing aloud, Kattegat so free. In our hearts in the dawn of victory. From ruins to rise and stand. Kattegat, our promised land. We sing aloud, Kattegat so free. In our hearts in the dawn of victory. From ruins to rise and stand. Kattegat, our promised land. The clouds open up, the sky turns black. And the dark variants, which one to attack? Help the cause or hurt the world. A fog war has now unfurled. We sing aloud, Kattegat so free. In our hearts in the dawn of victory. From ruins to rise and stand. Kattegat, our promised land. Mountains echo tales of old. Legends in the winds were told.
We're back.
Sadly, I do not know. So
I'm back.
I'm just observing from outside.
All right, I'm going to jump up with the judges and we'll get this started. See you guys in a minute. Hello.
Sit down and watch. Damn it! Every time it gets too close to something, I get all squirmy.
Oh, you should have seen my
Whatever. I think my character's just
tavern.
squirmy.
There you go. That's perfect. Just under
so
the
logging in.
line. That's beautiful.
Yep, you all get logged in when you all are in and at the site. Just verify you guys all have your score sheets.
I do.
I do.
I have my new and improved score sheet. I had to
I even put the
make
names
it
on.
a bit bigger and put some borders in and some colors. You know, it's what I do.
I'm going to start creating the
I use Excel every day at work, so.
Yeah, Bjorno, we gotta judge my little house first. That's that's
Okay.
There's zero functionality here.
Zero. That's literally. I mean,
I'm
you
sorry.
have-
No, wait. I have a comfort
Yeah,
level
fine.
of 7. So.
There you go. On the throne, you have 1. So.
No, I've got a 7 where I sit. So come to me.
Yeah, it's really
No
something
floor,
else.
3 out of 10.
Oh
Right.
crap! Yeah, floors. Oh damn.
Right. Where do you wipe your
forget
feet?
floors.
Where do you wipe your
Wait.
feet?
There's some rocks here.
Oh, there's a rug.
There's,
Hold
there's
on.
carpets. Yeah, right.
There you go.
Okay. And there's a stone floor. I mean, that kind of counts, right?
Yeah.
There's a
if-
floor.
Yeah, I would have done it like this, like properly.
It's like the stone round.
He's got to put his parquet down. His parquet flooring.
There you go. Now you have
Nice.
floors.
Okay, there we go. Now we have a floor.
Yeah.
Is that fair? Was it supposed to be hammers down?
Perfect.
We're totally fucking off. Okay.
The floor is lava.
I don't know
Oh
about you
my
guys,
God.
but that stage was so creative. That's getting
it was.
definite
We
10
could
for
have
me.
a fist fight in this stage.
We could.
All right, the poll's ready for posting. So
You know what, Mythic? Fuck the stage. Give me your address. We're fist fighting at your house.
Let's go.
I'm a little too far, but
I have
Get up
50 on
my
My
fire.
arms are long enough. They call me Monkey D. Luffy in high school. I got it.
ValheimGal's taking the dress off. Bam! Clothes are off. Clothes are off.
Get off my lawn.
All right. Well, I'm calling
You
the cops
kids,
for
please
indecent
stay
exposure.
off the
So
grass.
please put your
Hey,
clothes back on.
I'll put it back on. Jeez. All right. I thought boobs always helped. Okay.
You guys all
Like-
in here?
We
They
we
do?
are.
But there's children around. Okay.
All right, who are we starting with? Gatoth and Opal want to go last. So do we want to
Okay.
start
Why don't
with
we start
Ungoliant
with
and
Heim-
Pocky? Oh, you want to start with Heimdall? Yeah, we can start over
Well,
here.
I'm just gonna start at the top of the list. So,
Mhm.
Okay, that works.
All
all
right.
right. I guess we're going to
It hasn't loaded for me yet.
over here.
Yep.
Damn. Takes a
Over there?
minute.
Oh, there.
Should we pull Heimdall?
Yep, I'm about to do that
get
now.
him Explain. There we go.
Okay.
Oh, this is not Heimdall, is it?
Yeah. Is that Heimdall?
No, I think
His
I think
daughter's
Heimdall is-
Fifi, right? Is that?
You guys can't tell which one Heimdall is?
Nah,
I'm
it's
not. I'm
probably
looking
this
at the
one.
map.
Yeah.
So
It's this one.
okay, Bev the Builder, got you. It's
I can
hard.
tell, but just by looking at it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Kind of gives it away.
Heimdall is the watchful guardian of the Bifrost Bridge in Norse mythology.
That's right.
These
There he is.
people-
The builder.
Mythic
is
might
the
know, and I know
builder
Bjorno
first.
knows, but if you see me going to the wrong place and having to make a U-turn to go back, that's just classic me.
Mythic isn't real. You made that up.
Heimdall.
I just spawned myself inside of
can't
the
hurt you.
rock. Did you
Heimdall,
see
you're
that?
muted. Are you there, buddy?
Oops, sorry.
Well, Bev the Builder, did you just see me spawn from this rock? That was amazing.
I'm floored.
I
pretty-
know.
Guess you could say that was a boulder move.
Heimdall,
Wait,
do you want to walk us through your build and kind of tell
Where
us
am I? I'm in the wrong place.
what we're looking at?
Hang on, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Oh, we're missing somebody.
Yeah, shit. Classic me. What did I just say?
All right, we're all here now.
I went to where you were, not where you are now. I'm coming.
Well, I guess when we decided on the theme of it, the dream house, I guess my first thought was like, okay, so I want to have it look something like, you know, a giant mansion or something that you would see like in, you know, some California mansion or something like that, where it's just huge and architecturally impressive. Was kind of my very first thought with that, and then so I had the idea for the columns on the exterior was kind of the only thing I really started with, and honestly, actually, the 24-hour thing kind of threw me off a little bit because I'm used to 2 hours and. I got a little lost in all the different possibilities. So
Too much time.
Right? Yeah, it was too much time. But I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out architecturally, and I like the exterior of it.
It's impressive.
Easy
inside-
access to everything.
What's that?
Easy access to everything. Yeah. Well,
Yeah. So
I really like. Yeah, go for it.
I just wanted to make the you know, first area like the greeting room, the, you know, living area, almost like a ballroom area here with dining and all that stuff, and then just add in all the different various spaces that you need in Valheim too, because I wanted to make it a functional, you know, functional house that you could.
17 comfort.
Wow, yeah.
I'll say it again, I'm not judging, but I really do love that every room has a balcony. And then between the rooms, there's individual balconies. It makes
You
it
can jump
feel more open than it looks. Like, it is a big room, but it feels even bigger with the way it was designed.
If you're not judging, then who is?
Mythic, ValheimGal, and who am I missing?
Me.
Bvitamine, yeah.
Hey, Vitamin. Where are you getting 17 comfort?
I'm getting 18.
Over here.
Yeah, I get 17 by the.
I guess you're probably
hot tub.
upstairs.
I got
The
18
hot tub.
somewhere.
I got you. Coming.
Right where I'm standing is 18 comfort.
Got you.
Yeah, 18. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Got it. I got it. 18.
Well,
I wish
what I
the,
really
uh,
like.
Achieved.
Proximity.
What I really like about this is how you blended literally almost all the materials. So there's stone, I can see marble, I can see wood, I can see different wood, I can see literally almost all of it. And that really gives it such an in-depth looking building for sure. Like it's very unique in a sense that you've used all the materials almost.
Do our
It's a blend of
judges
so many materials.
have any
but it
questions about
looks
the scoring?
I do.
No. I'm
I do. We calculated yesterday that the max comfort level for vanilla is 17. Is it 18?
I believe with
Maybe
Ashlands it's
seasonal
18,
items?
maybe.
Because I thought we couldn't use seasonal items, but are seasonal items available?
Well, it's any vanilla piece, so if it is a seasonal
Okay.
item, yes, you can use it.
It's cool.
Maybe with the
So-
lava lamp
So it
itself,
should be
I'm not
19, right? Because I get 19 at my base.
Christmas tree.
What's the max comfort level, Mythic? Do you
Yeah,
remember?
I mean, it's 19, but with the
think it's
Christmas
19.
tree, and Christmas tree is very like. Do you want to ruin the aesthetic of your build with a
Yeah.
Christmas
Right.
tree?
Could you
I mean,
bury it?
Angolia
Maybe
put
we
them
can
on
hide
a
it.
stage,
I
so
mean,
you just
yeah,
gotta
but
find
hide
it.
you know, it depends. It depends. If it fits, it fits. If not,
And you
The
can
main
hide it.
pole is buried inside of the fireplace.
Right.
I have another question. So I came into the bedroom here and I've seen some names above the beds. Is there like a lore that we should know about the place?
Those are just names that my daughter came up with for the
Ah, okay.
various early aliases of her siblings. So
That's really cool.
Okay.
That's funny.
Nice. Very nice. Okay.
Well, he should get bonus points for having this many kids.
Right.
That's a job.
I even got the feathery wreath.
there's a
Start a
word
small
for people
country.
with multiple kids, but I don't remember it right now.
Yeah, that's called a small country, buddy.
Kiddophile?
No, not that one. No, I mean for parents with like
Maybe I shouldn't put kid and
three
file
or
in the
more,
same word.
three or more
Right.
children. There's a word for that, but I don't know it in English.
Let's not get banned.
I know.
Continue.
I know. I didn't mean that. I
I
promise.
wasn't
I know,
suggesting
I know.
anything.
So
I like how
any
you put like even weapons inside a green pot here in the corner. Like there's so many small details that you may miss, but if you check this corner, there are like weapons in there.
Yeah.
That is a really
cool.
neat touch.
Did you do the trick of making an actual double bed with this bed? Can two people sleep in this bed? No.
I don't believe so. No.
Okay. I was just wondering. Somebody taught me that trick recently and I'd never seen it. This is such a cool little space.
5 workbench.
all right,
And I do
thanks, Heimdall.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and
Yeah.
scoot you back down.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
yeah. So this is the workspace and you have little bedroom quarters off of each space, which is really nice.
The drawers are nice over here downstairs.
Let me see.
He even has an
Oh yeah, I have
artisan table.
the bookshelves are really nice.
Oh yeah. There, as I've mentioned about the details, like yeah, look at the bookshelves, like and that little touch with the vase, like there are like so many small things.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool.
The fermenters being up above the cabinets is really nice so that when the meads are ready, they just kind of fall into place and boom, you've got a container to put them in.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
And there's
I
like
love how
two sort of measures. Sorry.
he's put the turnips onto the barrel, which is nice. That's kind of cool.
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
I
think
really
it-
like that.
It's really easy to get to forget what your limitations with vanilla, because I think we're also used to using Infinity Hammer and item stands all items, and
Yeah.
things
Even
like
sprinkled
that.
some carrots into the butcher's
Yeah.
table. Like there's like so many small things. I
Yeah.
love that.
And things like where you would find your rolling pins. You know, it's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
It's very well thought out, and I think when we first came in here and joined, none of this was here. So he made this
Oh
all
man,
in
I
like an
know.
hour. Like
I know.
this is crazy.
That is crazy. What's over here? This is his smeltering and kilns. Oh, there's his Christmas tree hidden. That's funny.
Ah yeah.
So the red tree.
Yeah, there is a tree. Yeah.
All right.
Maybe
so,
there's no.
Go ahead.
Do we need to be paying attention to like the max level of cauldrons and things like that? Or nah?
No, if there's,
Okay.
you really just want to look at the comfort level. Is there a place for them to sleep? Is there like a place for storage? Hi, the Intel Airf, welcome. Just the basic necessities, and you don't have to necessarily worry about how many beds or how many cooking stations. Just that it fulfills those needs.
I mean, you have to judge them against each other. So
Right.
if they do have more things, it's an advantage for them, I suppose.
Yeah, but the thing is that I love about this is that everything seems to have like a meaning. Like everything is just in its place. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, it's very
everything
cozy.
kind of makes sense. Yeah, and it is very cozy, and each room is different. He has all the upgrades, all the like even the Black Forge, even the Golder table, like everything. So that's really
Yeah,
impressive.
there's a lot of fluidity too from
Yeah.
each. I mean, each space inside of this little house.
Yeah,
It
yeah, and it's not
doesn't
like it's
feel like a mansion.
exactly, and it's not like it's thrown around randomly. It kind of makes sense as well, which is really
Yeah.
cool.
Like
looking
downstairs
nice.
is for fun, upstairs is for working and resting.
Yeah, the comfort is there as well, and
Yeah.
yeah, as I've mentioned, like using stone, wood, dark wood, black marble, like all the things, it just gives this so much better. Like it just makes it so much better.
So this is Heimdall's space.
Yeah.
Yes, this is
Okay.
Heimdall and his daughter. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give the scores.
Yeah. Let's see. We said the comfort level was 18, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys
Which
have your
is basically
scores?
the max. Yeah.
All three?
Yeah.
All
yeah.
three.
I mean,
ValheimGal?
Yes.
All right, then let's go ahead and move on to the next build.
Okay.
we can always change our minds at the end.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys
I
can
think
definitely change your scores before you submit them.
You gotta factor in relativity, you know.
Oh,
Okay.
I haven't even seen the like the pillars have Groston in it as well. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Yep.
one more. Wow. Okay, that is impressive. Okay.
This is the Val-Con server, Arif. If you join the
Which one?
Val-Con Discord, it's the vanilla server.
Who's next?
It's where our build competition is taking place today.
Bro's got God mode on. He's cheating.
Which one are we going next?
All right, let's do Ungoliant next because we're doing Gatoth last.
We have Helga still.
Yep, we still got Helga's as well. So yeah, just pick one and we'll go there.
Why don't we just go to Helga since we're right here?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's yeah.
Okay. It's the Roman one.
Helga Val-Con.
All right, I'll go ahead and pull up Helga.
All right.
Okay.
Pull him in.
Scoring is hard at this level, at this
Oh,
stage.
it's super hard, and it's gonna be even harder at the end when we saw all of them.
I mean, like I always want to give people the highest, but
Yeah.
there has to be a winner. And it's, of course, we all have different styles too, I think, so that's going to come into play.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Helga, you and Astrid. Let me see if I can pull Astrid up as well.
Yeah, she hopped in
she
the last
hopped-
30
Oh,
minutes.
she left already. Okay.
Yeah, she worked on the bedroom, and she saw that I was building alone. I basically came in as a single, and I heard there was a bunch of singles, so I was gonna figure I was gonna partner up with one of them, but I guess I'm just the odd man out.
Singles mingle.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Singles jingle.
basically, the start of this whole entire house was like this piece here, which, if you know anything about Roman architecture, the larger villas would collect rainwater off of the roof into a pool in the center, which kind of formed as like a living room, a greeting area from the front door. And I was fascinated by that, and I was going to build something totally complex, and I realized I was going to be by myself, so I just said, you know what, I'm going to try to build a Roman villa as best as I could. And then I totally kind of spaced on what the inside dimensions and whether we have a limit, because I had to build within the brown area. So basically, you come through the front door, you have stairs up to the master bedroom to the left, you have like a great hall to your right, some storage, a little meeting room, a little office, and a little workroom. Plenty of areas to sit people in case you have like guests over. And then in the Great Hall, I have like an elevated chair here. So there was this Patreon system, I guess, towards like the late Republic, early Empire, where the only people that had money were like the very wealthy. And so what people would do is come to you and say, you know, I'll be your man if you give me money. So they would judge and listen to cases and hand out money to people. And that also included like food and everything. And so if they ever had a problem, you know, they would have to support you, whether it's a disagreement with something or a witness. Then I had a kitchen in the back, a storage pantry off to the side, and, you know, workroom in the back here. It's kind of tight, but it does the job. And then I started last night when we opened up the event, and then what should have been a 30-minute odyssey turned into a like 6-hour tour of shopping and picking up things. We've got family coming in the summer, so literally like got tired, went to the bed after setting up the house, and then this morning, you know, the missus was like, mow the lawn, do this, do that, do that. And I was about like halfway through my lawn mowing when I was like, oh no, I gotta finish my build.
Oh, shit! Right.
Oh no!
Wow.
And I think ValheimGal was just like, hey, just to let you know, we're hopping on, and I'm like,
oh no.
Oh, yeah. Hey, good
so
thing.
it pretty much turned into like I had the floor and I had the basic outline done yesterday. This morning was finishing up like the details, so it was more like a typical build competition. No, it's kind of cool. The bedroom cabinets have like dresser drawers, and you can open them up, and there's little compartments inside.
That's cool.
I really like how she did it. She has like a little writing desk, which I put one down in the office downstairs. But yeah, no, I'm happy how the bedroom turned out here. I kind of wish I had a couple more, like if I had focused a little bit more, I could have added, like I came into this room and I'm like, this needs carpeting and sidewalls and stuff. But for the most part, I'm kind of happy with the general outline. The one thing I did notice, and this always happens to me, is the outside of the building is quite plain. And that's kind of typical. I mean, a lot of these villas were being built in cities where, you know, you had a front facade, and then your front, back, and sides were pretty much, you know, abutted up to another building, you know, somebody else's property, and very few people had lawns. You know, they would build a building, and there would be a building next to them. So I tried to do some small details and stuff, and then I kind of got stepped in the my classic. I started building big, and then I started running into integrity problems. So iron braces and flaw metal supports and stuff.
Okay.
To get the roof working, but for the most part, I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
Just needs a little bit more
I have a
detail.
question. I have a question, Hilga. On top of the butcher's table, there's a sap extractor. Is that supposed to be one of those big pieces of meat that they sell, like prosciutto or whatever, or is that? Or am I just...
It could be. I have another one over here by the stove.
things.
I don't know if it was like a water. I tend to use them as beer taps. But I could also see them like maybe having a bag of water that they would need to wash down something.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, nice. Like a pot filler or a
Yeah.
scrubber. Like a. That's funny. I use them as water coolers.
Okay, I do. I love using them as beer taps.
Yeah,
You know, like
that's
meat
cool.
pack.
Yeah, at a bar.
Any kind of like decoration, you know, like, oh, we might need this, we might need to cool something down, wash something out real quickly, you know.
Yeah,
The
you need to
Romans,
wash
they
your
were known for
turnips
having
before you
indoor
cut them up.
plumbing. But you know, if you didn't have that, you made do with, you know, bags of water and buckets of water and stuff.
This is very historically accurate. I can't believe that you
Yeah.
thought this deeply about this. That's very impressive.
Yeah, that is very impressive. The research you have done on it is
Right.
really cool.
And I almost
Yeah.
think that this is just
We're known
something
for
that you
that.
knew already.
We're the aqueducts.
The big hall wasn't as common there. Like they did have meeting halls. They liked wide open spaces to have people come in and meet and have meals together. They did it in a different fashion, but I kind of threw like the medieval, you know, your whole group will be with you and kind of thing, Great Hall style, which kind of fit the room with the vaulted ceilings and everything.
Oh, you even have flags on the top on the roof. Nice.
Yeah, if you saw that detail.
Yeah, I have an eye for detail.
And then I did sort of like a slatted roof system. So the idea is, you know, in a city, you wouldn't have airflow, right? You would have buildings in front of other buildings. So the idea is any air that does flow, you want to kind of have an advantage. So if you look at like some of the roof, there's kind of there should be a seam like in the kitchen. There should be a seam that allows like heat and everything to exhaust out. But then like
Nice.
the wind blows, it will blow in cool air and kind of cycle the air through through the house, kind of like a passive cooling style.
That's really
That's impressive.
That's really cool.
Very nice.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Helga. I'm gonna go ahead and bring you back down, and judges will do their thing. Thanks again.
Thanks.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good job, Helga.
Wow. Okay, so can I start?
Yeah,
go for it.
yeah.
So what I'm most impressed about is that again, when I came here like 2 hours ago, this was like walls.
Me too.
And like, look at it, like all the little arches with Groston. Like he's done a wonderful job in such short notice. Because I'm not gonna lie, I was like, okay, like
I didn't
maybe.
think you'd finish.
Yes, I didn't think he would finish. And it's maybe not like completely finished, and that's fine, but like he's added everything that needs to be added. He even has 15 level comfort up here right next to the hot tub, which is obviously not maximum, but still it is 15. And like there
I
are
was
like
worried about that too, because
details.
when we walked in, there was nothing.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, but like
Yeah.
when you come here, it's actually 15.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like everything kind of makes sense here as well. Like, and the research is done, like historically accurate wise, it's very spot on.
I think it's obvious this man works for the United Nations. Like that's what he does for a living, and it's insane, right? Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
like, he must be a history buff. Because
He is definitely a history buff.
Yeah, I just like taking into account the things you need for a community. That he's doing what he should be doing. that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah, but this is very thought provoking and thoughtful and super interesting.
Do you guys have your scores?
No.
Give me a moment.
Yep, I do.
And I don't know about poll votes. I haven't even gone to look at any of that. That we don't get that until the end, right?
Yeah, as soon as we're done doing your guys' thing, I'll hit enter on the poll, and then we can all focus on that for a few minutes, and then more in
Bjorno
the
on the
event.
poll.
Okay, I've got it.
Okay, I've got mine.
Sweet. All right, so next we have Ungoliant and Pocky.
That just makes me want chocolate from the grocery store, like that Pocky.
Yeah, those are really good.
They are good.
Hey,
They even
Gatoff.
have trees.
Oh, Gatoff is back.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up Ungoliant.
Gatoth? Is that what we're going? Is Gatoth?
No, we're doing them last. So next
Okay,
is Ungoliant and Pocky. Are both of them down
Where
there?
are
Ungoliant
they?
is.
I'm not seeing them on the map. Okay, thanks.
Little spiders.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun for me.
I already love the greenery. Like they even have trees in there.
Are we giving quarter points too?
Yeah, you could do. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, we can? Nice. Okay, that's good to know.
And we have Ungoliant with us. Ungoliant, are you in game? You're muted if you're talking. Did she leave?
I think she did.
I don't think it ever moved her. Let me see.
Okay.
Huh. This staircase is made out of metal poles. I just realized.
Let me jump down real quick. Because she keeps leaving.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing.
Hey, Ungoliant.
Yeah.
We're trying to get you moved up, but you keep leaving.
They're doing something dumb.
All right, we're back, and we have our special builder here with us, Ungoliant. Are you in game?
I am in game. I'm running over there now.
Sweet. When she gets here, if we could do a walkthrough of your build, it looks amazing from the outside immediately. It's the first thing that catches my eye.
Well, this is based on a Roman domus, but I wanted to give it more of a Nordic feel. Normally, a domus doesn't have many windows to the outside because they're afraid of theft. The main feature is you come in and there's like an impluvium, see the room where everything's directed towards the inner courtyard. And most of it's directed to most of the rain, because it's a dry climate, is directed inwards from the roofs into the central area. And they'll have like a piscina or an impluvium to collect the water. And so I wanted to keep that as part of it, which is why I have a hot tub here. It's because I can't put a pool in here.
Okay.
And so they had basically a central area everything was around. And the area you liked was the Triniculum. There's sort of usually a dining hall was one of the fancier parts of it. I just was silly here and added like a stage for a play with a backdrop.
Amazing.
So incredible.
Oh, and I
forgot to mention this. This is a courtyard. All the rooms come out. There's sort of a courtyard, and there's a walkway around the courtyard from which all the rooms come off of. In a Roman domus, you would not have windows, but windows are just too pretty. Bare walls. They would have bare walls with mosaics, and I thought for giving it the Nordic feel, I would still just want to have windows. So that's how it's different. And these are placeholders for the impressive trophies I didn't put up.
Sorry, I'm in your way. I'm writing.
Yeah, this is where we'll probably get the most comfort right here, is because it's right below the bathhouse. So we should have benefit right here from around this area from the hot tub upstairs.
I'm getting 16.
Yeah, I got 17 right here.
Oh yeah, 17.
I'm getting 17 as well.
Yeah, usually the central throne is the
the sweet spot.
The sweet spot.
As you're watching the play unfold.
You've outdone yourself today, Ungoliant. This is super impressive.
This is so impressive.
How'd you like it?
It's so nice.
And so, like, all the rooms come off a central corridor, but I feel like there should be a connection between this and the Colonel, which is the kitchen. In Rome, the kitchens were usually in a corner building because fire was a huge risk. They were poorly vented. But in this case, I have it vented to the outside with these grouse roofs.
Yeah, we noticed that. It's very creative.
And I didn't finish putting stuff on the shelves, but this is the kitchen. They were sort of small, smoky rooms because it was mostly the slaves and servants working in them, so they weren't very pretty rooms.
Okay.
But yeah, so you might want to come up the stairway. I was able to make a nice shiny thing here with the flame metal bars. You can't see it from this side, but from the outside, there is a stylized spider in black wood.
Oh yeah, from the outside.
Yeah. And there's a little writing table here because usually the paterfamilias of a Roman family, the domus had lots of people there, but they would have a little area here to do their ledgers and books overlooking the garden.
Where is this spider?
You'd have to sort of, if you use a build camera to look at it, this is the head of the spider here I'm facing. And these arms along the stairway,
okay.
From the outside look in, you'll see these arms come down at the top two arms.
Gotcha,
and
that's
the
cool.
outside, the bottom too, because I'm spider themed. And
Very
so
cool.
most of the rooms would be cubicula off this interior hallway. So this is my bedroom here. Like I said, I like windows. They didn't have a lot of windows, just a few high ones. For most of the airflow came from the atrium. And I just have a few function rooms. It's just a junk storage room. There's more cubicula off the side, off the main corridor.
Cubicula.
Yeah. Or cubica. I forget what
Cubicle.
it's called.
It's like the laundry chair in Pocky's room.
Yeah, I know. So here's the bathroom. I decided it should have a sauna as well as your normal hot bath.
I see. Yeah, that's what you did over
I
here.
tried to make like a mirror here with flame black in front of the barber station, so there's a place for people to do stuff. These are all the shampoo bottles and stuff.
All the beauty
Nice,
products.
nice.
But this is the sauna area to steam it.
There's a fish in the tub.
I like a little rubber ducky fish.
Yeah, it's the rubber ducky. It's the bath toy.
Lovely.
Nice.
Very creative.
Very creative.
All right,
And
thanks.
that's
Go ahead.
That's all I did with the upstairs,
Okay.
basically. This rest area, it would usually be a family there'd be a lot more rooms for people to do crafting and bedrooms, but this is only 2 people. As the Roman family grew, they'd probably add more cubicula off the side.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, it's a very amazing build, Ungoliant. Thank you for giving us a tour of it. I'm going to go ahead and drop you back down. And the judges will do their thing.
And they're the crafting rooms, too.
This crafting
So-
rooms?
Yep, here.
The front, the Romans would have a shops off the front, so I thought I'd put the crafting up here off the front where we have the where the work would be done and where they would sell things off the street, basically.
Nice.
So
I see. Okay. Yeah, it definitely has everything you would ever need. And it's very from looking outside, it definitely looks bigger on the inside.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, it looks
I wasn't going
ginormous.
for a TARDIS, but okay.
Very well done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Very
Ungoliant.
nice.
Thank you.
All right, what do you guys think?
It's massive. I mean,
It is.
massive. It does look way bigger inside. Of course, there is a lot of square footage here.
Have you guys seen the couch, by the way? This is
Yeah,
something
yeah,
I'm
with
really
the
impressed
with the
with.
dark wood beds.
Yeah.
I love that. I know. I thought that was really interesting. What I find a lot really cool about this is that the empty space. I was kind of worried walking in, like, oh, there was so much that she didn't finish. It's intentional. So
Yeah.
I thought that was a really neat touch.
Where's the couch?
Where I'm sitting?
Yeah, it's where we are. Downstairs, where the trophy room is, where the stage is, basically.
Oh,
So
that one. Yeah.
she put together 2 beds, which kind of gives you the side, and like I've seen a lot of couches because I was doing it for my tavern in another build competition, but I've never seen like used it like this. It's very nice.
Mm-hmm. Very
Yeah.
original.
Super cool.
That stage is still.
But like, yeah.
Out
I
of
mean,
everything
it's-
I saw today, it popped at me the most. So that's
Yeah,
just that's me personally.
I mean, that earned a 10 creativity for me.
Yeah.
Immediately. I mean, just.
It's a painting. It's an art. Like this is something else.
It is. That is a definite one of a kind creation. That
I see mountains. Like there's like 2 mountain ranges. There's like the sky and then the fields. I don't know what you guys see, but like,
That's exactly what I saw.
That's what I
Yep.
saw. To hear that it was
Okay.
water was different, but that's art, right? It's your own interpretation, right? And
that's really unique. I never
it's
seen anything
cool
like this
to
before.
to make something like that people can see different things from. That's so unusual, and it's so hard to do with
even
the little game.
for sure, and I even like that something that's like under there's like lamps, the lava lamps.
I
Like
just saw
this
this. Look at this sign here. There's a picture of a moose, but it says some trophy here. Like, you
yeah,
could just
impressive
hang whatever
trophies
you
is,
want.
is a cat.
Right, impressive trophy is meow, and
That's pretty fun.
and that she
that's
has her
funny.
fermenters going, like she has something brewing in it, just as an added touch.
Oh, nice.
Free
Yeah.
drinks.
That all of her fermenters are full, so it gives that real.
We
as
forgot to
far
ask about the sap extractor. Damn.
as-
Yeah, but,
But
this is.
the aesthetics are really nice as well.
They're definitely there. This is.
Yeah, and
yeah, I don't know how to.
functionality is there for me too, just because every room has a purpose.
Yep.
So much. It's not just there's your workbench, there's your workroom there, there's your and it's almost has a story.
Yeah, and I think she's the only one that actually put in some greenery as well, and I think that's a really neat touch, like having trees in the middle. It's really cool, and flowers.
Yeah.
So.
And the fact that she's like, well, a pool would normally be here, and I'm thinking, well, you could put a pool in, but it would be arid because you're in the desert. But no, let's improvise and do something else. That was pretty amazing, and that it feeds the greenery, and that's why it's so green. That just kind of creates the story for me. It's really
Mythic,
cool.
you're being pretty quiet. What do you think?
He's amazed.
I'm looking for that. There was somewhere in our Discord there was like a small explanation of each category.
Event coordination Discord channel. All of our events are in
there
there.
we go. I found it. Yeah.
What does it say?
Yeah, aesthetics is essentially visual impact and cohesion. Creativity is technique plus uniqueness. And functionality is how well does the build serve its intended purpose. Yeah, that one's pretty self-explanatory. I was just looking for the other two.
I never
to make
saw
the
that.
distinction.
So sorry when I explained the sheet. I was going off of
Yeah, I was gonna.
not that.
I decided not to stop you there. I'll put a
Yeah,
screenshot.
no, do it.
Right here. This is.
Okay.
This is basically the whole.
Creativity is technique and
thing.
uniqueness.
I guess this
Functionally,
one.
how well does the build serve its intended purpose? I would say.
I mean, yeah,
this one-
functionality is.
This one, pretty obvious,
Yeah.
but
Oh yeah, it is.
I would add just one more thing because I know we mentioned it when we were like touring it for the first time, but the kitchen does have such a kitchen feeling. I don't know how else I can explain it.
It is. It's.
You know what I mean, yeah.
Yeah. It's just true to life. I mean, it.
It really is, yeah. And as she described, that this isn't supposed to be pretty because obviously the poor people were working here and it reflects that perfectly, but it's still very cozy and like I don't know, it's perfect. And the ventilation is also very well thought out.
Yeah, maybe it's the summertime and they're all away and they don't have much food on the shelves. That's what I'm gathering.
Right, actually, yeah.
She
True.
said she didn't have time to.
They eat a lot.
The shelves. Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah, they ate everything and now they're brewing all their meads because they're thirsty. So.
I love this.
All right, you guys got your scores?
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yep.
do.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So hard.
All right, we have one more build left.
It is. I have to say, as we do this, it's getting easier.
All right, Gathoth and Opal are last on our list. Let me go and pull them up.
Gathoth.
Dun dun dun. Going to the blue town.
The blue lock.
I swear Walmart was going to be the theme here, like the blue light special. Or was that Kmart? I don't know. I don't remember. It's just my age.
Hi, Opal.
Hello.
All right, so we got both Gathoth and Opal here. Do you guys want to walk us through your build and tell us what the judges are looking at and for the stream?
Okay. Well, our thing was kind of to be the center of a community where folks would want to come and hang out at our place. As you walk in, we have our kitchen here to the right. We felt that putting the kitchen over here would make it easier to serve the folks in our little feast hall here. If our friends had been out adventuring, they can of course come over here and, you know, repair their gear up and take care of that stuff. And after dinner, if folks wanted to have a place to hang out and kind of maybe do some hot tubbing and check out the view, they would come over here and go through this portal that I just went through on the back wall. And that would cause them to arrive on our rooftop deck.
Wow.
Complete with
An
sunken hot
elevator.
tub.
This house has an elevator.
It does, and a sunken sunken hot tub. A couple of, you know, if they wanted to maybe bring their meal up here and sit in the open air, and we've of course got a couple of little chandeliers here, brought to us by Opal. She made the chandeliers, and then if we go back down here, take the elevator back to the ground floor. And then we'll go up the steps into the living quarters. And if we'll come right around here and go up our little steps here.
Wow.
And here's our living quarters. You know, if we wanted to kind of sit and read a book over here in this nook, or, you know, read maps and plan adventures, we've got a couple of different little nooks for that. Got our weapons over here on the wall, you know, because if stuff goes down, we want to be ready.
Okay.
Always.
Right.
Just whatever the situation is, you know, the horde of fullings, annoying little gray dwarves, which I could literally just go outside and punch in the face, but and then our couple of thrones over here. And we were going for a pyramid-esque kind of shape with the build.
Nice.
And we started with the blue lighting, and then we were just like, why not? So
Yeah.
It definitely
it's lots-
completes the build.
It's lots of blue. These glass pieces and the wooden accents, that was another Opal contribution
Cool.
to the build, to kind of tie in with the railing and the ashwood that we used to make the sunken hot tub, where we just used the bottom of that portion of the build to hang the chandelier. And then, of course, you know, we want everybody to know that we're badasses and we killed Motor. So we got Motor hanging up, and then in the entryway, we kind of paid a little bit of a homage to the latest biome, the Ashlands, with our fodder trophy, and then out here our Askven trophies. So we're kind of being guarded by the spirit of the Askven and by Fodder himself. So we feel pretty safe.
Nice.
Didn't you kill him too?
We did.
Yeah.
Damn.
I killed him with a club.
I
That's
bet-
my
I better not-
that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Thanks,
Damn, I
Gatal.
better not mess with those guys.
All right.
Are you
Thanks
available
for
tomorrow?
Yes, I'm sure lots of speedrunners will need your help. All right, Gatal, I'm moving you down. Thank you, Gatal and Opal, for such an amazing build. And
Yeah,
now
thanks,
the
Gatal.
judges need to deliberate. So I'll go ahead and
Thank you,
move
guys.
back in.
I need to go to the toilet.
Gotcha.
Bye-bye.
Do
Yep,
it.
we're gonna take a quick, quick 5-minute break on stream. That'll give you guys an opportunity to kind of look over your scores, get them into the channel, and I'll post that poll so we can go and get that started. And we'll be right back. In a world ravaged by relentless floods, the very fabric of our reality has been torn apart. The terrain has transformed into an unrecognizable expanse, where once thriving cities now lie beneath the waves. But from this chaos, something extraordinary has emerged. Magic has begun to weave its way through the remnants of our world, reshaping the land and breathing life into the ruins. Mysterious entities now roam the altered realms of Valheim, guardians of secrets long forgotten. Welcome to Kattegat New Dawn. A rich and custom-made world with over 17 unique locations. NPCs waiting to share their stories and quests that will challenge your resolve. The fate of this transformed world lies in your hands. Will you be the one to uncover the mysteries of Kattegat New Dawn? The adventure awaits. Alright, we're back.
Tutorials in the past, but I stopped doing them because it just wasn't fun for me at all. I just couldn't.
And then burnout happens so quickly when it's not fun anymore. So
Yeah.
All right,
Tutorials
y'all.
are just painful.
Did you guys send your scores?
Almost.
I'm here. I'm back.
Who's gonna see these scores?
Just me, you, Mythic, and Bvitamine. Just in that
Okay,
DM
so
we
it's
created.
just us. You're like, look what she gave you.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Where are we
Oh, man.
putting these scores?
Into the group DM.
And do you want us to submit our chart, or can we just write them in?
If you could do both, we're going to keep the scorecards as well.
See if I can figure out how to do that. You save mine.
Yep, you just save it, and then in the DM you click that little circular plus sign next to where you type, and do upload file, and then just select the document.
Oh, I can just copy and paste as well.
Yep, you could do that.
Aren't you nice? That's so interesting.
Okay.
But I'm
Do we
not
do
sure.
it in
I
the
have to-
Yes Judge DM?
That's the one.
Okay. I'm gonna paste mine, and I gotta go eat soon, if that's okay.
Do it.
I mean, we're wrapping up as soon as we get the scores, we're announcing the winner
Yeah.
and taking off. Can
Damn it.
10 minutes?
All right. 10 minutes. All right, be right back then.
Yep.
Okay.
I actually didn't notice that Helga had a little like flower bed. I just came back to check it out again.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
That's cool. Wow, this is so fucking hard.
I know, and I just minimized my stupid sheet, and I don't know where it saved to.
Well, I don't want to be the one to say, hey, look at someone else's scores, but take a look at what Mythic posted, and it'll give you an idea of what to expect, at least. You're kind of new, so I would like you to have something to reference.
Yeah.
But I don't typically suggest people like base their scores on what others scored.
Oh yeah, no. I have it somewhere, and it probably I don't know.
I think I'm happy with mine. I'm gonna
It
post it.
saved it. I need to minimize. I need to go to my desktop. Let's see.
It just clicked for me what Mythic posted.
Where would
Let
that
me look at the poll.
Two.
Okay, I think I'm happy with mine.
So
This is super
Heimdall
good.
gets a +2, and Ungoliant gets a +1. So that's the community
Okay.
votes.
All right. Sounds good.
But I'll calculate that at the end.
Hi, George. I'm lost here. Let me. Where was this original?
What did you edit it in? Excel?
Well, I mean, I
Open?
just pulled it up and let me just go. Yeah, let me go to Excel and see if I can't.
It should be in like your
pull the
recent
last,
documents.
Yeah, like the last one.
I've got mine. I've posted it.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm gonna delete and I'm not gonna change anything. Just gonna include the headers.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, you still can change until you guys say that's your final.
I don't want to,
answer.
mate. I don't know. Like, do I want to? Do I want? I don't know. Oh, this is so
I'll give you
hard,
another minute.
Bjorno.
Here we go.
I think I'm gonna leave it. Maybe. No. Okay. I'm happy with it. I'm not gonna change anything. I'm gonna include the headers and.
I mean, Twitch, you guys are hearing it, how difficult it is. You know, based on what
Okay, I'm back.
categories we offer to score something. It's a lot harder than it looks. Welcome back,
Super
Mythic.
hard. Okay.
I want to change mine to look like the
Something
contestant
else.
on the side, but
Something else that I think we should keep in mind is how much of the lighting doesn't need to be refilled.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's often overlooked and underrated.
what do you mean? Because I did go
For-
around and fill all the lighting right before we started.
No, for example, Heimdall's entire first floor, besides the fireplace and a couple braziers, is entirely, ambient. It
Oh,
doesn't
I
need to
got
be
you.
refilled. Yeah,
Like
all the
the
lamps,
diverger
all that.
lamps, or
Yeah.
I got you.
Or
I got you.
when you have light in like hard to reach places as well, like the columns here, it would be a real pain to have to refill them.
Really, Mythic?
Yeah, for sure.
0.5 difference?
Yes, that's how hard it is. It's pretty close, man.
Oh my god, you're making this so hard to do.
Is there? Do we have a tie again?
No, we don't. There's a clear winner, but it's not by. It's like literally by half a point.
I mean, that's good.
I don't think we've ever been that close. We're still waiting on ValheimGal to get her
You're
scoring in.
waiting on me.
I can name a couple of times we might have been that close. Like the time we had a tie, and we had to decide on the spot. That was the most. Oof.
I'm trying to make it look prettier, so that I had originally the sheet had everybody on their own individual tab, and so I need to, or the row. Let me put Tom and Pocky in the same one.
All the builds have something that I like a lot. So
Yeah, me too. Me too. I mean, yeah, absolutely. For me, the hardest was probably first and second.
Yeah.
What was Heimdall's daughter's character name?
Fifi.
Fifi.
It's in my Excel sheet. You can see that.
Oh, yep, I see it.
I think that was it is Fifi. Yeah. She's sitting on the one of the thrones.
Okay. Copy. And see if I can just paste it.
So first and second are I'm pretty sure that, yep, I got it. I'll download it.
Sorry, I didn't.
No worries.
The same way. And I didn't have anything filled out for the poll.
All right,
At the
so those
bottom
are
of the poll.
ValheimGal scores.
Thanks, nice. Okay.
It's pretty close, but man, one was just
What?
so much more
Okay,
than
this
the-
changes everything.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh wait, you've added the comfort level as a separate. We didn't though.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I need to take that out.
Yeah.
Hang on. Hang on.
And it's very close anyway. Like it's not
Let
really.
me just delete that entire row. Okay.
What is the group voting like?
2 votes for, let me see. I think it was
okay.
2 votes for Heimdall and 1 vote for
Okay, I
Ungoliant.
see. I see.
Like all
We're almost
4
there,
fields are
Twitch.
so
We're very
far.
close to announcing a winner.
Okay, let's just put this on my desktop. Boom. I took a screenshot, so hopefully you won't have to do that.
I'm going to delete the other one just to avoid
Yeah,
confusion.
yeah.
Okay.
There you go. You might have to download it again, but there you go.
Nope, I see it.
Okay, okay.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, it's what I thought still.
Okay.
That should be very close. Can't.
Wow, you gave a half a point more to Heimdall Mythic.
It's
All
hard.
right.
I mean, I really like
I know,
the.
I know.
I like the theater a lot, but I also liked Heimdall's exterior.
Yeah, I know.
Wow, this is really hard.
But
with the bonus points, though, I think it's clear who the winner is, though.
now, what were the bonus? The bonus points were for the
community poll.
comfort. Oh,
I think
the
it was-
community poll. So I don't. Yeah, I don't have those numbers. So
Was it 2 for someone and then 1 for
2 for
someone else?
Heimdall, 1 for Ungoliant.
2. Okay.
and I didn't vote. I'm not gonna vote there. So I vote here. So
Did you calculate them?
Are judges allowed to vote on these community polls?
Yes, everyone who's a part of the Discord
Okay.
can vote. You just can't vote for yourself if you're building.
Yeah. Okay.
where is the community poll?
It was in
Okay.
general chat, but it ended, I think, 2 through 3 minutes
Yeah.
ago.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna worry about it. And are you muted on your stream right now?
No.
Dun, dun, dun.
Nope, this is all in the open. We want this to be as unbiased as possible. I want people to see how we're scoring it.
Yeah.
I want it to be pretty transparent. Wow. This is really hard choosing.
I don't want people to think, oh gosh, she gave me a way better score. But I think I was pretty fair on each category. Like, wow, in each category, I think I gave a 10 to somebody in each category. I tried to. But
Yeah.
I tried to.
I tried to as well. But like, it was so close.
Really
because
close. Really close.
Yeah. There was like each and every build had like something unique that
We're
really
almost
caught
there,
my eye.
Twitch.
Right. So who is it?
I think I counted it.
It's
Calculations.
First, let's go announce it. I know who it is. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's
Go back down.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let me...
To be like a rotten egg, but yes, those were rotten eggs.
Hello, we're back.
Oh, the judges have
Oh,
arrived.
the judges are back. Uh-oh.
Yeah, and it took a little bit longer. My apologies, and that's not because we were running into any issues. It's because of how difficult it was to choose.
You say that every time.
No, it was 0.5 difference. Less than 1 point. Like, I don't know if we've ever done point and then a number difference. It's always been like 1 or 2 points, maybe 3 point difference. This one was ultra close. So the winner of the build competition today is Heimdall and Fifi. Congratulations.
Congrats! You're the ones I voted for.
All right. I always like to mention the runner-up because this is so close. That's by
Okay.
0.5 points difference. Ungoliant and Pocky, congratulations on a very well-earned silver finish.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Oh my gosh.
So, and all of these were literally like right up against each other in the scoring. It was really difficult. If you go back and watch the stream, you'll hear the deliberation. There was even some there's some yelling and very many sighs and
Yes, we were fighting a lot.
deliberation. So
Yeah, we did fight. We were fighting a bit. Some clothes came off. Fists came out.
So thank you everybody
Nice.
for coming.
Oh my
Congratulations to Heimdall and Fifi. That's actually their second win in a row. They won at Val-Con.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
awesome on them.
Did they?
You shouldn't have told me that ahead
Wasn't
of
it
time.
Gato?
Oh no, yeah, you're right. It was Gatoth. Yeah, you were the
It was
runner-up.
Gatoth.
You were the
It was
runner-up
Gatoth.
at Val-Con. So you got a top 3 finish on both. You're right. Gatoth and Opal took the Val-Con event. So we don't have a winner for double now, so it breaks the chain a little bit. Usually when we get someone who wins, they take a couple in a row. So it's nice to go back and forth between two. And it was an amazing competition. Thank you everybody who showed up in voice and Discord and who watched on Twitch. Thank you to everyone who came and built. Go ahead, Gatoth.
And I needed to let someone who can do this know. I told Stone Prophet that we would go ahead and blueprint these builds and then make them disappear.
Yeah, we can get that done.
So we leave it like we found it. Is
Gotcha.
what was
very,
that?
very considerate.
All right, guys, I gotta go. It
Okay,
was nice
enjoy your lunch.
being here and judging. Dinner, actually.
Oh,
Yep.
dinner.
I was going to thank the guest judges. Thank you guys for coming and spending 3 hours
you for
with
having
us and making the difficult choice of who took it. So
Hi, Mythic.
thank you all for coming, and thank you to Astrid for helping Helga. That was amazing earlier. Really shows the strength of the Valheim community coming together for something they enjoy. And I have nothing else to say.
Can I say one quick thing too before everybody goes? Like, kudos to everybody for these builds. I do this all the time, and I don't think of half of the stuff that you guys thought of. I think I was expecting one thing and got something completely different. So, hats off.
Yep.
Hats off to you.
Yep. And thank you to the 2 who followed today. Thank you to Pangea for being so active in chat. Thank you for everybody who joined us today. So, anyone have any final thoughts before we end the stream?
Well, and it just amazes me that Mythic came on and the first thing he said was, "I can tell who's building what."
Right? I couldn't.
Just by looking at it, I can tell who's building what.
Yeah, when you play Valheim with a group of people for so long, you could see people's personalities in their build. I truly believe that's a thing. People really display their creativity and their own personalities in the way they choose to construct their buildings. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah. Also, I want to say thanks for having me in the first place, and thanks for being a part of this amazing competition. You've all done so well, and I completely agree with ValheimGal saying that I was expecting this, but I was so surprised with each build because each build had like a different, unique thing that I was really looking for. By the way, before the competition, and I've got that. So thank you very much. You've done an amazing job.
And ValheimGal wrapped up the stream by gifting a sub to Heimdall, so Heimdall actually has a sub now to the channel. So thank you, ValheimGal. It's greatly appreciated.
You're
And
welcome.
Awesome. Thank you.
I don't think
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I don't think I have anything else to say. It was an awesome competition. We'll see you all next time. Take care.
Bye, everybody.
See y'all next time. Later.
Bye.
A lot of fun.
Yay! We pulled it off.
Thanks for
Congratulations,
watching. Thanks for
everybody.
judging.
Yeah, it was cool.
Thank you all for watching, truly. Have a great weekend.